I'm Jeff Green with Garnett Powell here high atop Tiger Stadium in Corsicana, Texas, coming to you live with TCHS football with our pregame show. Those of you on TCHSradio.com know that we are broadcasting the games live with video and audio from the booth this season due to the UIL restrictions and the COVID virus. So those of you at home can catch TCHS football live in your living room with your very own popcorn and have a bathroom right next to you. Garnett, let's talk a little bit about last season and where we're at starting out this year. Last season, kids were ramped. We had a lot of seniors on the team, fought through some adversity with regard to injury, had a successful season, I thought. Dropped out first round in the playoffs by a Lancaster team that we seem to be snake-bitten playing them 2 years in a row. They've knocked us out of the playoffs. Coming in this year, we've got a few seniors, not nearly the number we had last year, and certainly not the number that have had previous snaps. Roberson coming in at the quarterback spot is going to be he's going to be shallow on varsity snaps. What do you have, 4 last year or something? Maybe a half a dozen.
Right. Backing up Mikey Harrington, he kind of came in on certain situations. He was a good running quarterback. Came in, when the games got out of hand and got some experience as a young junior. So, this is going to really be his first time under him as a starting QB.
I mean, when he did get in the game last year, late in the season, he performed well.
And he had a good senior line in front of him. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles it this year. With the turnover, we had a lot of kids that graduated, like you said. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs coming out here with this, new receiving core, running back. I think we still have Wesley back there, so that's helpful that we have a sophomore running back that was a true freshman last year. So he's still got some skill positions out there. We've got Benji Nelson out there. Who was instrumental in some of the key plays last year, catching the ball, and he's going to be a slot receiver this year and a kick returner and a punt returner. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs coming up, stepping. And, he was kind of always the third option, and now he's going to primarily be the first option this year.
Yeah, and he'll be exciting because, he's not very tall.
He's not very tall.
So when he's running behind the line, it's going to be hard to find him, and then you got to catch him because he's very fast.
Right.
And super quick. He kind of reminds me a little bit of a Josh Chow in terms of quickness.
Yes.
He's not overcommitted when he's running down the field, so he changes directions pretty good. He's light on his feet, and if you can catch him, you can bring him down, but that's the problem. You got to catch him.
You got to catch him.
We've got, and again, you said Wesley's back in the lineup. True freshman last year, rang up a ton of yards. He'll be the go-to guy this year, and look for hopefully he gained a ton of experience last year and can bring that forward to the team and a little bit of leadership and the ability to just help control the flow of the game with running the football.
And, last year, by him being a true freshman, he really didn't have to carry the load for this team because this team was built around the pass. I mean, we don't get me wrong, we did run the ball, but it wasn't necessarily our key. We didn't have to run the ball.
No, and he had some other players there with him like Price and Gonzalez who could also run the football.
Right. So, he gained a ton of experience behind those seniors last year that will help him going forward this year. Now he's an upperclassman, and he understands how the varsity level works. Coming out.
Well, no doubt about it. His first 3 games, he had a few turnovers. Just kind of got bounced around. I mean, and it all, I think, came down to experience and just stepping
maturity.
Stepping up the speed of the game.
Right.
Coming off a junior high field right onto a varsity field. That's a whole new ball game, right?
Yes.
So he had a lot. He had to catch up really quick, and he did a pretty good job last year.
Right.
So,
and the speed of the game, like you said, the speed of the game is totally different at the varsity level. So he skipped freshman JV.
Yep.
Usually you have those growing pains, and he grew on the football field, and you can see after, like you said, after those first 2 games, turnover. But the coaches stuck with him, and like you said, we had the senior leadership that helped him develop.
Well, and it also helped him with regard to, he suffered from all of the middle school football player ailments, right? Like turning into traffic, cutting the wrong way on the grain, just can't get outside the hash marks, can't find the numbers. I mean, some fundamental football things that cost him big early in the season and the team as well. But he got it worked out towards the end of the season and was a valuable player for the Cougars. And it was kind of the go-to guy in a short first down got to make the chains move type of situation.
Correct.
He was the guy.
Yes.
Right?
You're right.
And he's hard to bring down. No two ways about it. Not an overbearing guy, but he's hard to bring down in a tight situation.
So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do this year and with another year under his belt. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing Wesley run the ball this year.
Let's talk about some of these other guys coming down the pipe here. We talked about Wesley. We talked about Veasley. We didn't talk about Veasley. Veasley came in as a fullback last year, late in the season when we got hurt, and he stepped it up. I mean, he's a valuable player. He's got a good chop block on the edge, and seems to know how to make things happen at the fullback spot. Right,
and you're definitely going to need someone to help you get those yards, and a key guy with Veasley can help you get those yards off the edge for sure.
And then let's talk a little bit in the receiver core. We're looking at Benji Nelson. He's going to come in. We've got Hayden Delaney that's going to be in that Y back spot, and then you've got
Dante Yancey and Shaquille Taylor.
Yep.
Playing those positions.
And then the other bright spot too, coming back from last year, is the kicking.
Oh man!
Of Alberon.
What a weapon!
He pulled a few games out of the mud last year, and I suspect he will again this year.
Right. I mean, and his kicking ability, really was the key to some of the turnovers that they had on the kickoffs. I mean, we talk about the Cowboys, and they had the watermelon kick the other day. During our game against Atlanta, but what Auburn was doing with the pooch kicks, and the dribble kicks.
Well, and there was a couple of those kicks where we kicked it to our own guy 15 yards down the field on the sideline.
I mean, and they just had the timing just right to where the other team didn't know what to do. You know, and we run up under and we catch the ball. So Auburn is when you talk about a kicker and utilize the weapons, I thought the coaching staff did a really good job with him last year. And let's see if they can help him carry he can help us carry forward this year with his kicking, with his leg.
Right. So, I mean, the team's young this year, and there's no two ways about it.
Right.
Young in terms of we've got a fair number of seniors. I haven't counted the roster to see exactly how many we have. We have a fair number of starters that are seniors and juniors. Quite a few number that are seniors this year. However, they're seniors that didn't get a huge amount of playing time last year.
Right.
So, in terms of time on the field, time in the saddle, they're young.
Right.
Might be seniors, but they're young in terms of experience on the field.
On the football field, right.
And so, I mean, some of these kids are coming off of that JV black team.
I was going to say, some of them were on JV last year, and they got the experience on JV.
Yep.
But again, you're at the varsity level, and the speed. You always talking about the speed of the game, and it's a little bit faster at the varsity level.
No two ways about it. So, I think the Colonies here in the pre-district games are going to, they're going to have to iron that out, right? They're going to have to get these kids some snaps, some reps, and iron out the kinks, right? So it may not be pretty football in the first 2 or 3 games here in this season until we get to district. It's always it's when you got players that don't have a lot of varsity time, it's always kind of a roll of the dice, right?
Well, and you have to be on key. And we learned that last year. I mean, even the year before that, because the district is so tough. Everybody is prepared to play in that district, you know. And there's no when you look at the district up and down, there's no games that you can say, oh, we're going to win that, because we saw games that we thought we were going to win last year and we ended up losing, you know.
Yep.
So you have to be on point every time you come to district, and these non-district games count and help you prepare. Now they count, you know, wins and losses count both ways, but they also help you prepare, because we all know that district games are what matter to get you to the playoffs.
No two ways about it. But the important thing here in these pre-district games is keeping the team healthy, getting the key players reps that they need to get up to speed at the varsity level.
Correct.
And if they can do that and pick up a W here and there,
right,
even better.
Right.
But in my estimation, I think that the most important thing is to get them those reps.
And we all know, because we last year in our non-district games, we got a little injury, you know, and kind of slowed us down going into those district games. So
well,
we want to make sure, like
not only that, but it nagged us the whole season.
It nagged us the whole season, because those injuries were recurring injuries.
Yep,
you know, they didn't have time to heal. So, yes, you want to come out, you want to show, you want to get the kids the opportunity on the field, get that experience, but like you said, at the same time, you want to stay healthy.
Yep. So, you know, I think I think that the team has the nucleus to come out here and have a big impact tonight against a Corsicana Tiger team. On the road, first game is always tough. This facility is fantastic. You can't complain about that. So they've got a great atmosphere and facility to play their first game in as kind of younger players. That should help alleviate some of the nerves and whatnot. So let's just hope they can come out and be productive, stay healthy, and be ready to do battle with the Tigers here tonight.
Right.
I haven't looked at the roster of the Tigers, but it looks like they have a large number of juniors and seniors on their team, with just a sprinkling of sophomores. So they could have a seasoned team here that's got some experience under their belt, and not a massive roster. So you probably got some kids here that have had a lot of play time, a lot of snaps, and are ready to come out here and try to show the Colony Cougars what Corsicana Tiger football is all about. And I think it's going to be important for these kids to stay calm. I'm hoping this year that we've have started to put a cork in the bottle with regard to personal fouls. Last year that plagued us again down the stretch. Our ability to control our temperament and our ability to control the tide of the game, and then just outbursts on the field. I mean, unbelievable.
Right, and you can't have those silly fouls that if you get a first down or if you get a turnover, but because you have those silly personal fouls or holding penalties or offsides, and that can just be. And we saw it last year. I mean, those are just killers.
Oh yeah.
It takes the momentum away from you, and once you and sometimes it's hard to come back from that. If you get the momentum and it's just start going downward. So yeah, that was the one thing that we talked about. The slow starts. We don't want to start slow. We don't want to have those negative penalties or personal fouls. And if we can keep that under control and come out and play our game, this is we know that with this coaching staff, this is a very, very good coachable team and a very good team.
Well, and the other key thing I think this season is when we're on a drive and we're moving the chains it's almost every time we cross the 50, we get into a territory where we're knocking at the door, and then we get a string of penalties, holds, false starts, that seems to plague this team from last year, and I'm hoping that this year the kids are settled down a little bit, and maybe because will be a little bit more tentative because they don't have enough reps, that it'll kind of curtail a little bit of that. Now it could go the other way, and they get more holds and more false starts and more crazy offensive penalties that kill drives. But let's hope that is under control this year, because that was really a killer last year. We get a 3-4 first down drive going and then just kill it ourselves. It
Right.
wasn't even a defensive effort.
Right.
We killed it ourselves.
Right.
When you're on a long drive and then all of a sudden you look up and you're 3rd and 30, that's a really tough hole to dig out of.
It is. It is.
So I think that's something to watch this year too, as well as just how the team overall comes together and plays as a unit.
Right.
That's ever important. And then of course, the linemen have, as always, have a big impact at high school football, especially at the varsity level. If we can control the line of scrimmage, and the offensive line can get off the football, and keep the defensive front 4 or 3 at bay, the offense is going to be more successful.
Right.
Keep the ends contained. I think we'll be in a lot better position. Oh, is it going now? It's not going yet, but it's about to. So we're gonna take a pause here for the national anthem and listen to the festivities here to get this thing started tonight.
Is it right now? Look like they're about to. Yeah. What's their fight song?
So at the end of the day, I was sorry about that. That was the Corsicana fight song that the school song came up. Thought they got the color guard down there getting ready to post color. So we'll take a break when they get ready to do that. Looks like we've still got 10 minutes before game starts. So yeah, I think the Colony Cougars have a great nucleus this year to come out and make a big impact early in the season, which they're going to have to do because we got some tough opponents early on this year.
And I want to see the defense set the tone. Since we're such a new offense, we have some kids that, like you said earlier, didn't get the playing time. So I want to see what our defense can do this year. And we know that our defense was stout last year. And we want to be able to control the ball game, not give up the big plays. We kind of gave up a few big plays last year, but like our offense kept us in the games. But we can't let running backs run up the middle on us for those huge 30, 40-yard gains. We can't give up the long pass.
Well, so the two weak spots last year were right up the gut.
Right.
And that flat pass that we played soft all season long.
So I want to see us adjust to that, with this, sort of new coaching staff and some of these kids that are moving up to be starters this year. They kind of sat behind, got some game time last year, but weren't a regular everyday starter like they are this year. So if we can get them to control that line of scrimmage, break up some passes. We know Gonzalez was solid on the edge. We know Price was solid on the edge. But what we were, like you said, what we were lean on was right there in the middle. So if we can get those guys to control the middle, I think we'll be a really successful football team this year.
Well, and then the other thing that kept us in a lot of ball games last year were the big plays like from Gonzalez and Miles on, say, kickoff returns and punt returns. Things like that where we had either big returns or they took it all the way to the house.
Right.
And, if you got Benji back there, you're probably going to have Wesley back there receiving. And so you've got guys that have the ability to run like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to come down to I don't know what kind of speed straight out, raw speed Wesley has, or even Taylor, who's going to be back there with him this year.
Right.
We know that Nelson's pretty quick and he's pretty fast, but I don't know that how they compare to a Gonzalez or Miles.
Miles, right.
And
then you had the size with Miller where he could just jump you.
Yeah.
He'd out-jump you for the ball.
Yeah.
So, it'd be interesting to see what kind of size we have this year at the receiving spot. And like you said, the kickoff returns.
Yeah. Well, it looks like just glancing down the roster, our tallest guy is 6'1", at Jalen Prince. So he's probably our beanpole on the team. Got a lot of guys that clocking in at 5'11", a couple at 6 foot. So not a massively tall team.
Right.
Right. Hopefully they're athletic enough to combat anybody that's going to tower over them.
Right.
In terms of height, just pure height. But tonight's going to be a big tester for them, and it's going to be Corsicana is going to deliver a football game.
Right. So we out in the country, and we know.
Well,
the cornbread is different down here.
Show is, and the cornbread and the water. And if it's anything like that team we play, next week at home?
Mm-hmm.
Those boys come in corn-fed too, and they're massive. I don't know what they put in the food there, and so it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out. But tonight, I'm excited to see the Colony Cougars come out here with a pretty young squad. Hopefully, that means that they don't have a lot of bad habits to break here, and they come out full of enthusiasm, fire, and ready to play football. That's what we need. And we need an offensive line and a defensive line that are going to control the line of scrimmage and, just keep their heads and play solid football.
Right.
Is really the best you can hope for this squad tonight, and then come off with a win would be even better.
It sure would.
Because
it'll help get your season off to, in this crazy year, a win would certainly – get your gear off to a great start.
Yeah, definitely get them off to a kick.
Because we're starting about a month late than we usually start.
At least.
So
a month late,
we usually start in August, and we're at the end of September. So they pushed the whole season back a full month. So
yeah. So I'm sure on both sides of the football, these guys are ready to get after.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle that.
Your spring training in because the whole COVID, and you couldn't really work together during the summer season. So really they didn't really get together till school actually started. So
yep. Well, there's no two ways that the whole COVID thing has got everything on its ear, and it's going to affect the play on both sides of the football tonight because they haven't had the type of practice, the quality of practice, or the number of reps in practice,
right,
that they're accustomed to. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a slow start on both sides of the football, and I think that's where the teams that are experienced are going to look maybe a little better early.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll come along quickly, and hopefully they'll come along by let's say the third play of the ball game tonight.
Right.
Let's hope they're that quick. We can't really wait till the fourth quarter tonight.
And then let's say those seniors that were juniors last year that did get them playing time to get the reps last year. Let's see if they can have that leadership to help lead these young guys for this varsity football game tonight.
Yep, absolutely. So those of you listening on TCHSradio.com, again, you can watch the game live on the TCHS Radio YouTube channel. It'll continue to be audio broadcast on TCHSradio.com. And we'll bring the games to you live this season as they're limiting the number and who can actually even buy tickets to come to the games. So the fans are going to be pretty sparse on both sides of the football, but you can enjoy the game at home, and we encourage you to do that. So teams are starting to come out on the field, and it looks like they definitely won the tunnel war. Where's our tunnel tonight?
I don't think anybody brought the tunnel tonight.
Nobody brought the tunnel. Oh, maybe they can't get boosters on the field.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe not. I don't know. Well, so Corsicana wins the tunnel war by default. They got a great tiger.
They got a great. I was looking at that.
They got an awesome
great
tiger on their tunnel. So
oh my goodness! Did we get a shot of that tiger?
That's pretty awesome. We'll
I'm still waiting for us to cut off of the pregame so we can go live with the real game.
Well, so
we're cut off.
We'll shut off here on the pregame and get ready for the live entertainment for the night. Coming to you live from Corsicana, Texas.
At Tiger Stadium.
Live from Corsicana, Texas, this is Colony Cougar football. Getting ready for the 5A contest between the Corsicana Tigers and your Colony Cougars here in Corsicana, Texas at Tiger Stadium. Gorgeous facility they have here in Corsicana. Everybody's lined up and ready for the national anthem. Can we hear it? All right, national anthem under our belt. We'll get ready for the coin toss. Captains will come out. Let's see who the Colony's got lined up for captains tonight. Let's see how they're going to do this coin toss.
Looks like their football team is saluting the parents and fans in the stands. As this is their first game for varsity this year. Parents got some photo ops.
And our captain tonight will be number 19.
Should know that off the top of my head. That is our quarterback.
Jonathan Roberson will be our captain tonight as he comes out. And number 35 from Corsicana, Grant Harrison, a linebacker, senior.
Ooh, that's a big linebacker.
And he's a big boy, too. Holy
goodness.
cow. He's twice the size of Roberson. Man, that boy's been corn-fed for sure.
And as a linebacker, those two are going to see each other. Could see each other a lot
They
tonight.
sure could, man. That kid's put together, man. I'm telling you.
The coin is up.
Looks really odd to only have one captain per team.
Yeah, it does.
And one
Kinda
referee
weird.
out there.
One referee. So, of course, Corsicana will be receiving.
Oh, and we have the lucky tonight. Refs actually has a mic. Wow, so we're going to hear some good information. I like games like that.
Roberson needs to learn to keep that bonnet on. It's going to cost us down the stretch. He pulls that thing off like that. So we get ready. Colony Cougars are lined up, ready for the kick. Mr. Alberon will do the duties here to get this contest started.
And it looks like he sets up the patented. Looks like we're going to have a deep pooch as he's getting the instructions from the coaches.
Corsicana set deep at the 5. And Alberon lines it up. Looks like it's going to be a pooch. And sure enough, pooches it down to about the 18, and it's caught clean out to the 30, brought down at the 33, and the Colony Cougars will come out on defense. 1st and 10. Man, this sounds sterile up here, doesn't it? 1st and 10 from the, 32-yard line?
Looks like they're going to be at the
31-yard line. No, 32. 33. Going to put it at the 33-yard line. So the Corsicana Tigers will come out on offense. First drive. Get this contest going. And out of the shotgun, they will line up in a wing T to the right. Two wideouts to the left, one to the right. Snap is away. It's high, brought down by the quarterback, number 3, as it goes cameras out around the left side to the hash marks, and is brought down at the 42-yard line, just short of the first down at the 43. And they will spot that back at the 41. And Corsicana, big 8-yard gain, first play of the game. Man, I like that down marker over there.
It is
Second and 2 from the 41, as Corsicana now has established a running game. Out of the shotgun, snap is away. Still a little high, thrown to the flat on the left side, and it's caught clean and brought down to the Colony Cougar 42-yard line. Corsicana on the move, able to move the chains at will, it seems, tonight. Already in 2 plays, come up big against the Colony Cougar defense. Ball spot at the Colony 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Corsicana comes up to the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. 2 wideouts right, 1 left. From the shotgun, tailback to the left. Quarterback will look left, come right down across the middle. It's picked off by number 4 as he comes back and brings it up to the 45-yard line of the Colony, and the Colony Cougars will take over. First down, Cougars. Big play by the defense as they come up big on an interception. And your Colony Cougars now will come out and see if they can draw first blood here in Corsicana, Texas.
And that's Kyle Tyler stepping in. Their quarterback never saw him and was reading the eyes, and he just stepped right in front of the receiver, picked that ball off for a good stop there by the Cougars for their first turnover of the year.
So from under center, Roberson will recheck the play, as is customary here in the Colony, Texas. Back under center, he'll take the snap, and it's handed off to Wesley. And Wesley, they just stack him up at the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up 1 on forward progression. We'll see where they spot this thing.
Actually, that was
it Taylor?
That was Hensley. Another youngster on the football field tonight. So we have 2 sophomores in our starting backfield.
So he picks up 1 on the carry. 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line. The Cougar 46. Nelson in the game. Splits out to the left in the slot. Snap is away from under center, and it's thrown back to the tailback. And, man, he is caught right in the face, a yard deep. And, my goodness, number 40 smacked the snot out of Who was that? Wesley that had the football?
That was Wesley that time. Oh my
man,
goodness.
he caught that one right in the mouth. That was rough.
He hit him so hard as he knocked his own helmet off. He got to come out to play for a game.
I'm telling you.
And
man.
a shoe. He lost
a
and
shoe
the helmet.
And a helmet. He cleated and helmeted him himself. He hit Wesley so hard in the face. So the Cougars will come back out. Man, they brought that back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. What a great spot. They got lucky there. From under center, snap is away. Fade back, 3-step drop. Thrown deep down the side, and Nelson can't get over there to put a handle on it. As the Colony Cougars now will turn it over on with a punt team coming out and can't generate some offense here in the first stanza as they make a big play on defense and the offense can't capitalize. So from the 46-yard line, the Colony Cougars will be punting. And looks like Albaron will be punting for us tonight as well. And snap is away. It's clean, and the punt is away. Good punt by Albaron down to the 20. Takes a Corsicana bounce to the 15, and it's returned back to the 22 as Corsicana will take over 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. And your Colony Cougar defense back on the field. Well, from the first two series here, Garnett, it looks like the defense is going to play a big part in keeping this Corsicana offense at bay this year.
Yeah, that was Guerrero on the tackle there for the Cougars on that punt coverage there. But, yes, I agree with you. Looks like the Cougars defense are going to have to keep them in the game as the Cougars establish a new offense. Now, remember, our offense coordinator left, and now he's a head coach over in, I believe, the Fort Worth ISD. So Cougars coming out with a new offense this year.
So from the shotgun, Corsicana takes the snap. Good snap. Thrown out to the flat to number 88, and he just flat drops the football. Again, threw it in the wrong place, right at the numbers to his hands, and he just can't put a handle on it. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 22 as Corsicana made a great play, but the receiver just couldn't put a handle on it. Didn't throw it all that hard either. Just flat dropped it.
Yeah, and that's one of those we talked about, throwing it out to the flats and how the Cougars defense were going to cover those flats.
So single out to the left, two wide outs to the right, out of the shotgun. Corsicana lined up in the Wildcat. Snap is away, and it's handed off to the tailback who's buried at the 20-yard line.
Did he fumble?
And did he cough that football up?
No, but he got slobber knocked.
He got buried at the 20, and that'll be a loss of 2. Well, they're going to spot it at the 21. Loss of 1, 3rd and 11 for Corsicana as the Colony Cougar defense is figuring out the blocking scheme here in Corsicana, Texas already. And Corsicana comes out 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left out of the shotgun. Looks like they're going to set up with the tailback to the right. They're going to bring out a slot back to the left as well. Snap is away, clean to the quarterback. He'll drop and throw across the middle, and it's caught
and he's
at the 30-yard line.
Good coverage there by
and the coverage keeps him short of the first down by about 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 2 from the Corsicana 30-yard line as the spotted at the 31. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he got tackled. He didn't even get to 30. He was on the 30-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. That was generous. 4th and 1 as Corsicana comes out trying to convert. Big 4th down for Corsicana. Big stop here for the Cougars needed. And Corsicana out of the shotgun.
I would be shocked if they snapped this.
Man, oh, man.
Pooch.
He's going to quick kick it. Oh, snaps high. Quick kick down the field, and it's high, really high. It's going to take a Cougar bounce, and Corsicana will down it at the Cougar 46. And your Colony Cougar offense will come back out on the field and see what they can make of it from their own 46-yard line. First down, and Corsicana will have to turn it over after looking pretty good early in that drive, Garnett.
Yeah, and the Cougars' defense, caused that because they actually stopped the running back. And so because of the loss of yardage on that run play, they were able to hold the Cougars' Corsicana's offense from picking up that first down.
So the Colony Cougar offense rambles out onto the field. Roberson piloting the ship now. Wesley in the backfield. It's pitched to Wesley as he comes out around the edge, trying to make the turn. He does and picks up 2 down the right side as he gets it out on about the 47-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 47 It didn't look like Wesley was going to make it to the edge on that play.
No, he made a man miss.
But he did, and actually stuck his arm out for the stiff arm, and the defensive man went under it. And so the Colony Cougars now will come back up to the line of scrimmage here. Nelson will set up in the right side slot. And the snap is away, and will fall forward. Might have picked up a yard, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I think he got maybe a yard on that one.
They're gonna give him a yard on the carry, looks like. And the Colony Cougars now will have 3rd and 7 from the 49-yard line, their own 49. As the blocking just kind of crumbled at the line of scrimmage. That front four of the Corsicana Tigers, a couple of big old boys right there in the middle. Holy smokes.
I'm talking about.
Wow. Cougars up the line of scrimmage. From under center, Roberts takes a snap, drops straight back, fires across the middle, and it looks like it's caught at the 33-yard line of Corsicana. It'll be a first down. Cougars, excellent play across the middle as Robertson throws a strike right up the pipe.
Yeah, and that's Benji.
Cougars on a quick snap will line up. They'll throw it back to the oh man, he got buried at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was trying to cut back, and right when he cut back, the defender knocked the offensive player off and was there to make the tackle. But it was a good surge initially.
Is that Hensley? Hensley was the ball carrier there, number 17. Yeah. And Cougars now will give it. Nelson comes out to the right side slot. And the Cougars now in a really wacky formation, like a wedge, and that doesn't do them much good. They're going to lose a yard on that play. It'll be 3rd and 11.
No, actually, they got right back to the line of scrimmage is where the side judge is marking it.
Wow, that's amazing. He didn't make it that far. Cougars now trying to, after a couple of good plays, now trying to find their rhythm here and just can't quite put it together. As the Cougars will come up to the line of scrimmage out of the Wildcat. Snap is away. Robertson will roll out to his left. Fires it out flat, and it's dropped by number 8. Dante Yancey, who drops one hit him in the hands. That's the worst place to throw it.
That's the worst place. Is that what you say is the worst place to throw it?
Oh, my gosh, worst place to throw it. Don't hit him in the hands, Coach. He'll drop it every time. So it'll be 4th and 10.
So it looks like the Cougars are now in that no man's land.
From the 33-yard line. Put Alberon out there, man. Let me kick a field goal.
Nah, it looks like they're going to go for it here.
So the Cougars are going to try to convert on 4th and 10 from the 33. Lining up in the Wildcat to the left. Snap is away. Robertson loads out to the left. Throws downfield. He's wide open.
Oh,
he caught it! And that is Benji Nelson in the end zone for 6, and he sucks that one down as Robertson throws the strike across the left side, and Benji catches it about the 5 on the hash and takes it to the house.
Oh, man.
Excellent play by Benji Nelson. We've watched that kid since he was in the stroller.
Let's see where he's listed as, because, I mean, for a second there, it looked like he was about to overthrow him, and
Benji Nelson is 5'6", 140 senior.
Stuck his palm out there and put it in.
And the PAT is up, and it looks to be good. It is. And your Colony Cougars draw first blood here in Corsicana, Texas, leading the Tigers 7-0 with 5:56 to go in the first quarter. And that was a heck of a throw. 4th and 10 long, and a strike across the middle to Benji Nelson.
And see what that run does for you. You suck him up, and then
Benji
comes all the way across the field.
Well, but you also got to feel for how quick and fast he is, because there wasn't anybody 10 yards around him.
No, and you know why? Because they've been sucking up for the run.
Well, there you go.
And he ran right by him.
So Mr. Nelson just got.
And he's small enough that they didn't see him.
Got his first six pick on the season, and he is on a roll now.
Yeah, what a great catch there! What a pitch and catch there by Robertson and Nelson.
So the Cougars will come out to the kickoff, and Alberon will once again probably pooch this thing down to about 35-20-yard line, or the 25-20-yard line. Corsicana Tigers set up deep at the 5. With 5:56 to go in the contest in the first quarter here at Corsicana, Texas. And the Colony Cougars now are starting to get this thing on the rails, looking a little bit better than they did in that first drive.
He's actually backing up for a full kick.
He is backing up. It looks like he's going to kick this one back to the Colony. And Alberon comes up to the ball. Sure enough, kicks it deep, and it's going to be caught at about – oh, they're going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Corsicana Tigers will take over at the 25. And your Colony Cougar defense will be back on the field for yet another encore presentation of what we hope to be some fantastic defense. And the Tigers now will unfold out here on the offensive side of the football. And we got 5:56. No time ran off the play clock on that kickoff. Man, we
have first game of the season, first quarter of the season, and we have proof that we have a kicker that can put it in the end zone.
Bingo. And Corsicana comes out, two wide outs to the right, one to the left, with a slot back to the right, tailback to the right of the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, snap is away. He's going to ride the tailback right up the middle of the field, hand it off, and, man, he is buried by number 15. Who's that big boy? Joshua Cano makes the tackle in the middle of the field, and Corsicana will bring it down to their 28-yard line. Looks like 2nd and 7 from the 28 as Colony defense gets a big tackle in the middle of the field, which is quite a bit different than last year, Garnett. We had a hard time stopping that.
We sure did.
And they're lining up for another stack the middle drill. And sure enough, handed to the tailback. Oh, he breaks out to the right side on a little bit of a broke play.
Uh-oh.
He's down the right side. You can't let that bad boy get loose.
Man.
And he's going to run it out at the Colony Cougar 49. They're going to place it at the 50, looks like.
Yeah, initially they had it covered up, but once the running back saw that the hole was covered, he bounced outside, and there was no one there that had containment. And 15 yards later, he's down the field and at the 50-yard line.
First down, Tigers, and at the 50, they'll break into Cougar territory here if the defense isn't careful. Snap is away. He'll ride the tailback again. He breaks back out to the left. He's got lots of room to run out there. And that was a backside play, broken, and he'll be run out of bounds at about the Cougar 42, 2 yards short of the first down, and the Colony Cougar defense just fell asleep on that, Garnett.
Well, they had the initial surge and coverage. Again, he went backside, and there was no one there on the backside. You have to contain.
Well, where's that end stepping up for containment, man? He's either getting blown off the ball or he's picking up a coverage or something. I didn't see where he went, but certainly wasn't there at the edge. So Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage, 2 wide out right, 1 left, out of the shotgun. Snap is away, one-handed catch by the quarterback. It's a keeper around the right side. He's going to be dropped for a 2-3 yard loss. Looks like a –
No, they give him a yard loss.
They got really? A 1 yard loss on that?
Come on, ref. Wow.
No, they brought him back to the line of scrimmage.
Got him back to the line of scrimmage. They didn't even give him a loss.
Wow. It's a homer call. So 3rd down and 3 from the Colony Cougar 43-yard line as the Tigers get a stroke of luck from the spot of the ball. And the Tigers will come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide outs right, 1 left, out of the shotgun. Slot back to the left side of the set and tailback as well. Snap is away, and the tailback will power it forward, pick up the first down.
Looked like he's right on the 40.
Just on the other side of the 40.
Yeah, the ref is waving, so that's a first down. Oh, new set of downs for the Corsicana.
They'll give them the first down. They'll spot it right at the marker.
Initial surge was good, though, by the Cougars defense. I am liking the front. Looks like they got a nice rotation going there with the front.
Surge was good, but they had a nice block by that slot back coming up the middle right there. He just followed him right through the hole.
Look at that number 79 for Corsicana.
He's a big one. Snap is away. Quarterback rolls out to the left. He's going to find a man flat. Oh, and he can't put a handle on it again. Hit him right in the hands. Bad place to put it here in high school football, and that'll be incomplete as the Corsicana Tigers will be 2nd and 10 from the Colony 40. And the Cougar defense needs a big stop here, Garnett. Give our offense a fighting chance to get back down the field. Corsicana trying to come up with a recipe of their own. And the Colony Cougar defense so far have come to play. Looks like the coaching staff of Corsicana is trying to figure out how to fly down there, flapping their wings. And the Tigers will come up to the line of scrimmage. Snap is away to the shotgun. He'll stay put and fires to the right side, incomplete, just out of reach of number 13.
Yeah, and that was Good coverage out there by the Cougars corner.
Jabril Douglas on the corner, can't put the hand on it, and it's incomplete. Be 3rd down and 10 from the Cougar 40 again, as the Corsicana Tigers now are starting to stumble just a little bit here in the Cougar end of the field.
Yep, this is where you got to tighten up here on the defense.
And the defense needs a big play here. 3rd and long. Big time for the Colony Cougar defense to put the stake in the ground here. Out of the shotgun. Snap is away. Good snap. 4-step drop. Fires it across the middle.
Man,
Almost intercepted by the Cougars.
Wow.
And number 8, once again, just cannot put a handle on it, as there's a host of Colony Cougars around him to knock that thing down. And the Cougars now will force either a very long 4th down play by the Tigers, or that quick kick that they pulled before, or they'll line up in the punt formation. Let's see what happens here, Garnett. I'm thinking they're going to go quick kick again.
And we need to watch the coverage downfield, make sure that they don't.
Kind of lined up in a goofy quick kick, but yeah, they're lined up in a quick kick formation here, and the quarterback out of the shotgun, obviously. He steps back. Oh, they snap it over his head. Bad news for Corsicana, as the Colony Cougars in hot pursuit.
That's good.
That was a good heady play by the quarterback as he throws the ball away, and saved about a 25-yard loss.
Yes, he did. Oh, man, if they could have got there, that would have been.
Cougars will start over at their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Your Colony Cougars now ready to come back down into Tiger territory and see if they can put this thing on the board again. And the Corsicana Tigers just flopped on that one.
Now, what I want to know is that intentional grounding, because the ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're
and was he out of the even though it was
well, apparently it was, because you see where they spotted.
They did.
So the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from the Corsicana 29-yard line on the intentional grounding.
Yep, and the ref threw his flag. He sure did. He went out of the box.
And the Cougars will come out lined up in what are they lined up in? A Wildcat again? I'd say that's a T formation. From under center, Roberson will take the snap. He's got Hensley and Wesley in the backfield, 2 sophomores. Wesley will shift to the left. It's Hensley right up the gut, and he's banged at about 2 yards past the line about a 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. And they spot it back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from the Corsicana 29 as Hensley has taken a beating in this game. That boy is sending him up the middle, and he's just getting hammered.
Didn't it look like he gained some yards there?
It looked like he gained at least 1. That was a horrible spot.
Wow.
Nelson will come out in the slot to the left. And Roberson trying to figure out what the call is here. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Snap is away. Pitched out to Wesley on the right side. He's going to cut up the field. Wesley down to the Corsicana 23-yard line. They're going to probably spot it at the 24, that's my guess. And they're going to spot it at the 24, so it'll be 3rd and about 4 as the Colony Cougars, Wesley makes some traction there.
And this is probably a 2-down play here, so we can get some good yardage.
With a gain of about 6. Nelson to the right side slot, out of the shotgun, out of the from under center.
Yeah. Yep. False start there on the running back there. They've been going quick all night, and then that time to the line of scrimmage, they didn't go quick, and the running back was ready to take off. Oh.
Well, we talked about that earlier. The Cougars shooting themselves in the foot on offense. There's a good example of that right there. Come up to the line of scrimmage under center. Snap is away. He'll step straight back. Oh, and Roberson is buried by the number 35, the team captain. And, man, that kid's a stud. He came right up the middle of the field, smoked old Roberson. He didn't have a prayer. Took a drop, and that kid was in his face already.
Yeah, and it was a 2-man route.
Loss of 3 on the play. 4th and 12 as the Cougars now ball on the Corsicana 31-yard line. And they're going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here if they're going to move the chains. Watch Benji. Where's he at? He come up in the slot on the left side. under center, snaps away. It's going to be handed off to Hensley again, and he's going to be bottled up there in the middle of the field. So the Cougars will turn it over on downs, and the Corsicana Tigers will come out, take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, looks like. From their own 29.
29, it looks like.
And the Cougar offense just kind of melted there in that last few downs.
You got to get positive yards on first down. If you're gonna run the ball, you can't have a negative play, and then that penalty set them back.
So with 1:20 in the first quarter, snap is away out of the shotgun, fires down the left side, man's open, and it's caught at the Corsicana 37-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 2 from the 37. Corsicana on the move now with 1:16 to go in the first quarter. Your Colony Cougars lead 7-0 here in Corsicana, Texas against the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Yancey on the coverage there. Gave him some room, and the receiver curled under him to the sideline, got that ball.
So Corsicana, 2 wideouts either side, out of the shotgun, tailback to the right. Snap is away. He's going to ride the tailback. And it's a fumble. Tailback coughed it up. The Cougars might have recovered.
I think the Cougars may have
they're still running it. And it's a pick 6 by the Colony Cougar defense as they pick up the fumbled football from the tailback of Corsicana, and the Colony Cougars now make this one 13-0 in the first quarter with 1:05 to go. And holy cow, what a turn of events.
Cougars sent the house and hit him so hard that he lost the ball. And I'm trying to see his number.
Alberon comes out for the PAT.
42.
Going to set up.
Of the Cougars with the fumble recovery and a touchdown.
Snap is away. Alberon sends the kick up, and it is good as your Colony Cougars now lead the Corsicana Tigers 14-0 with 1 minute to go here in the first quarter of play. And neither team look outstanding, but the Colony Cougars are coming up with the big play right now, and that, my friend, is the difference in the ball game right now, Garnett.
That is the difference, and we talked about it. With the lack of practices, the spring practice, the summer practice, really they've only had the 5 weeks of practice. So you can see even on the Cougar side on offense that how the timing is just a little bit off. Mm-hmm. The blocking is just a little bit off. But I think as you progress, that's why we like these non-district games. Mm-hmm. Get you ready for district. But as you progress, you get better and better. So the Cougars so far, because of those mistakes of Corsicana and the good execution by the Cougars defense and execution on offense, are up 14-0.
So the Cougars will line up for the kick. Alberon will be the guy. Let's see if he brings this one long again. I kind of like the long kicks here instead of those pooch things.
I want him to drop it right at the 1-yard line. Make the defender or the kick returner decide if what he wants to do.
Well, the last kick was down to the 2, and he just let it go in. He let it bounce into the end zone. So Alberon looks like he's lining up to kick this one back to the Colony again. So we'll see here. Up to the line. The kick is away. Alberon kicks it deep.
They're going to let it go.
Going to let it go. He kicked that one into the end zone.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to the 1-yard line.
So he almost sucked the kid into
he was
catching
trying to
that
suck
ball.
It in. Yeah, he was.
And the Cougars now will take defense will come on the field. Corsicana will take over 1st and 10 from the 25. On the touchback kick, which is fine with me. It limits the opportunity to score on the kickoff.
And I'm looking down this Corsicana roster too, and they're countering the same boat of the Cougars. They have a bunch of underclassmen that are starting, first year varsity. So both teams are coming out pretty equal, I would say.
So Corsicana comes out in the spread. They're going to fire away across the middle. Caught down to the 34-yard line, looks like. And they're going to spot it at the 33. And that'll make it 2nd and 3 for the Corsicana Tigers. Or 2nd and 2, rather, for the Tigers from the 33-yard line. And that was a nice strike that quarterback threw across the middle of the field. Again, out of the spread, shotgun. Quarterback takes the snap. He'll hand it to the tailback right up the middle of the field, and he is grabbed in the backfield just short of the first down. But they're probably going to give him the first down on this spot, I think.
I'm looking where the ref is going to mark. I mean, they have to get to the 35, and he's just inside of the 35 is where it looks like
third and about 2 inches as the Tigers now ball tip right on the first down line.
And it's super rare in high school football that they actually
don't
mark it on
the hash.
On a mark.
Yes,
and
exactly.
So to give them only a half yard is kind of cool and unusual.
Up into the quarter, we'll switch fields. Both teams will take a little bit of a pause here, get their breath back, and Corsicana will start the second quarter, third down and about 2 inches from their own 35-yard line. So far, Garnett, this has proved to be a test of defenses, I think. And the Colony Cougars have come up with pretty much all of the turnovers and one big play to Benji Nelson.
Yep, and that's kind of what we talked about, during the pregame is the defense is going to have to carry the load for this offense, until they get their feet wet, We lost our offensive coordinator to a head coaching job. So this is all new for a lot of these kids. They were on a different system last year. And again, with, the lack of preparation in the spring season and the summer season. So it's a different lingo out there. But so far, so good.
At the quarter break, I do want to welcome our YouTube viewers. We are currently showing about 18. And so we're streaming on TCHSradio.com as well as YouTube channel TCHS Radio. Tell your friends.
Go to YouTube and check us out.
And the snap is away. Corsicana right up the middle of the field. Oh, he breaks 2 tackles and then falls down at the 36. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll move the chains as Corsicana is getting ready. The Colony Cougars will make a little bit of personnel change here as well.
81 was a little injured and shuffled off.
So Corsicana now a big play to secure the first down and move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Spread offense. Fires to the left, caught at the 43, and he'll bring it out to the 46-yard line, looks like. It'll be almost another first down, Garnett. They're going to spot it back at the 45. That's a horrible spot, by the way.
Well, and we talked about the corners being soft on that coverage. You got to come up and can't give that initial cushion like that. We know they're going out to the flats. You got to be able to cover that a little bit better, or make that adjustment on how you're going to cover that.
So the Colony Cougars defense now comes up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, nice off tackle to the right as the Tigers will take it down to the 49-yard line. Enough for the first down. They'll move the chains. It'll be first down Tigers from their own 49. That was a really nice off tackle run by the Corsicana Tigers.
Yeah, and that was said about a previous play. As you can see, defenders how they were slanted. Yeah, and he broke back, and it was nice wide open.
So Corsicana, first down and 10 from their own 49. Snap is away. He'll hand it off to the tailback again. He'll ramble up, maybe pick up a gain of about 3, 4. And the Cougars will make a personnel change here.
Yeah, and the key here for our defenders, the way you're getting these turnovers is you want to keep the Tigers behind the chains, make them have to earn those yards. Don't let them get those initial 5, 6 yards and keep them behind, and then that's when they start making the mistakes because then they're pressing.
Yeah, 2nd and 6. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Cougars need a big stop here, Garnett. Out of the shotgun, spread offense, 2 wideouts either side. Snap is away. Quarterback steps straight back, fires away to the right side, man open at the 40. He'll catch it, brought down at about the 41. It'll be a first down in Cougar territory.
Yeah, it looks like our defender was coming out on the coverage, and it looks like the turf just reached up and grabbed him.
Well, I hate it when that turf monster grabs us, throws us down on the ground, but, happens.
It wasn't bad coverage.
Tigers back out on the field, out of the shotgun from the spread, 2 wideouts either side, no slot back. Snap is away. Keeper to the right, and he'll dive forward, pick up a gain of about 1.
Oh, yeah.
Second and 9. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, but was able to dive forward and pick up a yard.
But that's what you want as a defense. You want to keep them in that long yardage situation. So that was actually a good stop.
So Tigers 2nd and 9 from the Cougar 38-yard line. And Lancaster will come up out in the spread again.
Corsicana,
I'm sorry. Out of the shotgun. He'll strap straight back. Fires downfield across the middle and just out of reach of the receiver at about the 24, 25, or no, the 19, 18-yard line. And not particularly spectacular coverage by the Cougar secondary, but just a not-so-great throw by the Corsicana quarterback.
I thought they had him inside out. I'll give him pretty decent coverage on that.
Come on now. We should have picked that off.
Well, and like I said, this is what you want them. Now they're what? They're in 3rd and long. This is a good down for the Cougars defense right here.
Spread out of the shotgun. Snap is away. Steps straight back. Looks downfield. Throws the ball. Throws a strike at about the 29-yard line. Enough for a first down. They'll move the chains. And Corsicana, man, that quarterback threw that one right on the money.
Yeah, just when I was bragging on the defense, they let me down right there.
And they'll spot it at the 27. Corsicana 1st and 10, deep in Cougar territory now.
Yeah, that time, I thought they were going to bring the pressure. They've been bringing it all night, and that time they dropped back in coverage.
Again, out of the spread from the shotgun. Snap is away. Going to ride that tailback and hand it to him.
Oh,
we keep missing the tackle in the end zone.
Really?
This kid's going to take it in. He knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Looks like we're going to get a hold on Corsicana, though. Wow, but we had him in the backfield, at least 5 yards in the backfield. So some of it is coming back at least. I think it's still going to be a first down. Yeah, you had a holding on the receiver out here. Yeah. Man, that's a tough break. Cougars had to play red, had him boggled up, but didn't finish wrapping them up and taking them to the ground.
You can't let them outside because they've got some wheels, man.
Yeah. Like I said, though, they had him boggled up.
So out of the spread offense again, Tigers up to the line of scrimmage, to the tailback again, out around the right side.
There you go.
And he is drugged down at the 24-yard line. Probably spotted around the 23.
Yeah, but the thing about that, though, is now you got Corsicana, you got them ahead of the chain. So you always want to keep that offense behind the chains, make them chase those yards. Right now, that 1st and 5, now they got 2nd and 4. That's ahead of the chains for the offense.
Yeah. Yeah, it puts a little bit of pressure on the defense. It kind of loosens it up on the offense.
Right, because now you can throw anything at them,
So here comes the spread again out of the shotgun. Tailback to the right. Snap is away. He'll step straight back. Looks down the left. Oh, it's going to be a keeper. Flips it out to the left side. He can't bring it down, and the Tigers now will have 3rd and 4 from the 21-yard line as the Tigers just flat muffed a gimme out in the flat.
Yeah, because the corner comes off the receiver as the quarterback is breaking.
Yeah.
The quarterback flips it right over his head to a wide open receiver, and receiver drops the ball. Although I thought the trailing safety was going to intercept the ball, but I don't think he had a good read on actually where the ball was going to land.
So Corsicana comes out now out of the spread again. Shotgun. Oh, and there somebody's going to – it looks like Corsicana's going to call timeout. Was it Corsicana?
Yeah, it looks like Corsicana called timeout.
With 7:18 to play in the second quarter, the Colony leads 14-0 here in Corsicana, Texas over the Tigers, and just nearly dodged a bullet down here on the 1-yard line with a hold.
Yeah, and that'll be a tremendous stop if they can
capitalize
on that, because I mean they had the running back dead to rights in behind the line of scrimmage there.
No
How he got to the 1-yard line, I mean, he just kept his legs churning.
Well, and that's not the first time he's done that tonight either, Garnett. That seems to be the MO. Is we break, we penetrate, get our hands on him, and he just keeps going.
Right. And you got to think that this is probably their third and fourth. So they're inside the 25. So you got to think this is 2-down territory. So this will be these. This is a huge play here for the Cougars defense.
Corsicana back out on the field now after the timeout. Third and 4 from the 21-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Snap is away. Looks to the left. Fires, and it's caught.
Oh my goodness. He got licked. Oh, no, don't give him the first down.
At the 18-yard line, they're going to give him the first down and move the chains. But, man, he paid for that catch.
Wow. I don't know about that spot. Yeah, but that was nice. That's picture-perfect tackle right there.
That's where he caught it.
That is where he caught it, and he got smacked, boy. He didn't make a yard past where he caught it. 1st and 10 from the Colony Cougar 17-yard line. Corsicana knocking at the door here. Cougar defense trying to find a way to stop this offense now. Leading 14-0 with 6 minutes to go in the half.
Freight train in the backfield now. Let's see. Oh, they read
and
it.
Again, penetrated and just let go of him. Oh,
now that's an open field tackle.
Dropped for a loss at the 20.
And the back judge, did you see how far he threw that flag?
Yeah.
He threw it from the back of the end zone all the way to the 20-yard line. That's a toss right there. That's a heck of a toss.
Sure enough.
So the Cougars dropped him for a loss on the play.
Holding on Corsicana. It'll be declined.
Ooh, I don't know if I would have declined that one. I may have taken the 10 yards because Corsicana hadn't shown me that they can pick up 20 yards.
Yeah, I think I would have taken the penalty too. Giving them down over. Down over from what, the 27?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be second down from the 20. 2nd and 12. Corsicana still knocking at the door of the Colony Cougars. Cougar defense, big penetration on that last play. Still got the hoss out there to run the football out of the shotgun. Quarterback steps 3 steps back, steps up in the pocket. Now he's scrambling, flips it out to the left. It's caught and brought down at the 5-yard line. Out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5 as the Tigers now knocking more than at the door of the Colony Cougars here with 5 minutes to play in the half. Cougar defense, it would be a big ego booster if they could put a stop to it right here.
You got to get a stop here. You're up 14-0, but you definitely don't want to let them score.
Cougar defense, 3 up front, 2 wideouts to the left. They're going to hand it to the big fullback coming up the middle, and he'll dive in for 6 points as Corsicana now draws 6 points up on the board, trailing the Colony Cougars 14-6 with 5:38 to go in the contest, or in the half.
And that's what you put a big house in there for.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you.
He gon' bulldoze you over.
He didn't even have to bulldoze much because there wasn't anybody on the right side hardly. They'll set up for the PAT.
What do you call him, a Mack truck or a freight train?
Yeah, he's a refrigerator Perry. Kick is up, and it looks to be good. And the Corsicana Tigers now put 7 on the board against your Colony Cougars. The Cougars lead 14-7 with 5:33 to go in the half. And the Cougars had an opportunity on that drive to shut the Tigers down and just did not get it done.
Yeah, they had several chances. I mean, they're playing hard. They had several chances to keep them out of the end zone. Can't make mistakes, and you got to cover. You can't let the running back get outside. You got to hold your containment. And then as far as the receivers, we got to keep our eye on the receivers to see what's going on.
And Corsicana will come out and set up for the kickoff. 5:33 to go here in the first half.
Let's see if we can hold on to this ball and drive it down the field and score and run out the clock and go into halftime. And then we'll get the ball back to start the second half as well. Even if it's a field goal, points will do you well.
The kick is away, and it's going to be caught at the 12. Looks like by Nelson. He'll cut back to the left, up the middle of the field. Oh, and back out to the right. Nelson might bring this one home as he's down to the 45, 40, and he steps out of bounds at the 37-yard line of the Corsicana Tigers. And what a great run back by Benjamin Nelson as he catches the football on the right side of the field, brings it back to the middle, and then cuts back right to the far to the numbers and gets it down to the 30. It looks like the 37, maybe inside the 35. Let's see where they spot this thing.
Yeah, and that's one of the highlight players we talked about at the beginning of the game. He's been on varsity about 3-4 years now, so he understands the game. And we talked about tacklers trying to go over the top of him, and he just ducks right up under him. You got to understand, his quickness and his size, and he used it to his advantage right there.
So Cougars first down from the Corsicana 38 as they come out on the field, out of the Wildcat again. From under center, they'll snap the ball, and it's going to be rambled out. And for maybe 2 yards, they're probably going to spot him at about 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. That back core has got to block on that run play. They have got to get out there and make a clearing block.
Yep.
Garnett,
they got to seal that linebacker and kick that corner out. The hole is there, but they got to make the seal.
They need to go naked around the right side and do a cut block on that end coming in. That's crashing them. They'll come out with a wide out to the right. They'll put Nelson in motion across the set. Roberson will roll out to the right. He'll throw downfield. It's short. Oh, and almost picked off by the Tigers as Nelson was about 4 yards downfield and the ball thrown short by Roberson.
Yeah, if he could have got a little bit more outside and threw it and throw it to be able to throw the ball, he had Nelson behind the defenders. He just couldn't quite get outside enough to make that throw.
So the Cougars now 3rd and 9 from the Tiger 37-yard line. Cougars up to the line of scrimmage. From under center, Roberson will take the snap.
Offside.
Oh, come on. That had to be an encroachment.
Oh, dude, I would have snapped that ball.
I would have snapped that ball too. Snap is away. Roberson will send it to Benji across the set, and he'll take it up to the 35. It'll be 4th and about 7 from the 35-yard line. And the Colony Cougars now starting to struggle just a little bit against this Corsicana defense.
Yeah, we want to keep that clock running, and let's 4th down. We talked about the teams being ahead and behind the chain, so this is a huge down.
Snap is away. Roberson steps back, rolls out to his left. He's on the move. And he is caught from behind as the Tigers tackle him at about the 33-yard line, and the Tigers will take over on downs. 1st and 10, Corsicana, and the Cougars just cannot get this thing on the rails here tonight on a consistent basis. 3:54 to go in the half, and your Colony Cougars still lead 14-7, but to give the ball back to the Tigers late in the half.
Yeah, and they didn't take much time off the clock.
Not at all.
They got the ball back at 4:44, and It's only 3:54, so not much time moved off the clock for the Cougars there.
So the Colony Cougars now back on defense. Tigers come out. They'll bring out the spread again. Out of the shotgun. Tailback to the right. And snap is away. He'll hand it to the tailback around the left side. Man, there's just nobody on that left side. This kid's off to the races, and he'll be brought down at about the 40-yard line of the Corsicana Tigers. They'll spot it at the 41. Did you see that guy? He spots it at the 41, and then he walks up to the 40. Did you see that?
I did.
Man, I tell you what. Learn how to walk straight, Coach. Come on. And the ball gets spot at the 40. Tigers 1st and 10 from the Cougar 40-yard line. Why is that end so open? And drops the football. The Cougars pick it up.
Yep, they did.
And the Cougars pick up the fumble as the quarterback goes back to throw it and just flat drop the football. And the Cougars will recover the fumble.
And why Corsicana would try to throw the ball, I don't know. They've had so much success running the ball, but, they were trying to get greedy there. And great heads-up play by your Colony Cougars defense.
Well, with how did only 4 seconds come off the clock on that play? Unbelievable.
I think that was I think when we had the ball it was 5. I said 4, but I think we got it back at 5.
Well, 3:21 to go in the half. Your Colony Cougar offense back on the field. They're going to line up from under center Roberson with the T backfield.
And out of the exchange, they only lost about, 10 yards?
10 yards, yeah. Cougars will take over 1st and 10. Snap is away, and that's Wesley bouncing around back there. Got it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up 1.
Yeah, he's got to turn it up quicker than that. He was trying to bounce it. He's a little slow to get up. Hope he's okay. He's like 5'2".
Five 165 pounds.
But he can run, though. But you got to get him in space, though.
Robertson under center. They'll put it wide out on either side. They'll move Hensley to the left. It's pitched out to Hensley.
There you go.
Hensley breaks it off the left side, and he's up the field down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 1st down, Cougars. And nice run by Hensley up the left side as he gets out around the corner, and a lot of running room down the left side of the field. See where they spot. This is always a crap. How did they spot that back at the 32?
Yeah, it must have been. He must have stepped out of bounds on the sideline over there.
Come on, fellas.
Well, I saw the ref trailing, and he stopped the play. So,
1st down from the Tiger 32. 2 wideouts, 1 each side. Nelson to the right side of the field. Closest to the press box, nearest to you watching the game. Robertson steps back, fires across the middle. Was it intercepted?
No, but it looked like it was
incomplete.
Looked like it was a false start, and then it looked like it was pass interference, and the refs didn't call anything.
Well, it's called field rust.
Well, because I thought the whole line moved before the ball was snapped, but it looked like they didn't. And then I saw pass interference, and I didn't see a flag come out there, so I guess no call either way.
Under center. Pause for the call. Robertson trying to pilot this thing down to pick up 7. Snap is away. He'll pitch it out to Hensley. Hensley trying to get down the side. Oh, Hensley makes a turn. That wasn't Hensley. That was somebody else. That was 27. Keon Robertson on the carry. Spun around and got it down to the 24-yard line of the Tigers. 3rd and 2 from the 24. And the Cougars knocking now in deep in Tiger territory. Coming up on the red zone here. From under center, they're going to hand it to number 17, Hensley, as he's going to be bottled up at the 22. He'll be right at
He's going to be right at the
and
stick.
they're
going to give him the
move
first
the
down.
chains.
Wow, great job there.
Wow, he barely picked up that
Man.
first down. Holy cow.
They definitely didn't
Cougar
get the
first down. And, on a run on Hensley, he picks up 2 on the carry, just enough to pick up the first down. They'll bring Nelson out to the right. And
that's when they marked right on the hash mark. So
Dante Yancey to the left. How was that defender standing there in our backfield when the ball was snapped? Wow, that was nuts.
Well, and we talked about that last night in the freshman game.
And they made a yard on that play? How did that happen?
Yeah, I don't.
2nd and 9 on we don't know how the Cougars advanced the ball a yard when they got tackled in the backfield.
Give me a change of snap count, coach.
And the Cougars now trying to find a way to get this thing into the end zone.
They've been close to jumping off sides a couple of times.
Minute 19 to play in the half.
Let's go,
Cougars up to the line of scrimmage. Robertson from under center. He'll take the snap, rolls out to his right, looks downfield, throws the football. Oh, and
goodness.
And it hits Yancey in the hands, and that's just a bad place to throw it to these high school receivers, and he can't put a handle on it. Stops the clock at 1:09.
He had a deep and an underneath. He put underneath. Looks like we had a holding anyway.
We're going to have a hold anyhow.
Oh, my goodness. Because we had an over the top and an underneath, and both of them were open.
So once again, the Cougars their own worst enemy. They'll bring that one back for a redo of 2nd down.
At least it's still 2nd down. All we got to do, like I said, is we got to get – we still have our timeouts left. All we got to do is get some positive yards and send Auburn out.
So 2nd and 20 from the from the Tiger 31-yard line. Or 32, I should say 2nd and 19. And the Cougars now with 1:09 trying to get this thing in before the half. Leading 14-7. From under center, Roberson will step back looking for somebody downfield. Throws the screen out to the left. It's caught, and it'll be run out of bounds. The clock just started. The clock management here is non-existent. He started the clock after we were out of bounds and let it run for 3 seconds.
Well, I can't say too much. He's sitting right here next to me.
I don't care. He said that. 3rd down and what looks to be 8 yards by the Colony Cougars. 59 seconds to go in the half. Cougars need to make this thing happen here.
Yep, we got to get some good yards right here.
Hit Nelson across the middle. Roberson steps back, and he'll roll out to his right. Throws deep. Nelson's in the corner. Oh, it just can't put a handle on it.
He was there, Coach. He was there.
As Benjamin Nelson in the front corner of the right side of the end zone can't put a handle on it. With 51 seconds to play, your Colony Cougars 4th and 18 from the 30-yard line. Man, let Albaron try to put that thing up.
Yeah, I mean, I like the touchdown throw. I may have would have done that on 2nd down and 3rd down. Get me some yards for Albaron. But he got a leg on him, so it'd be interesting to see if they're going to try to pick up the 1st down or if they're going to let him come out and kick.
It's only a 48-yarder. Come on, every high schooler can hit that.
That's why.
So
every high school.
It's just high school football. Come on now. What is it? 38-yarder, 38-yard field goal. Come on, Coach, put him out there. He got a leg.
No, I think you're right because it's the ball's at the 29. It's going to go back to the 38 on the football field. I had 10 for the end zone. 48.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah.
Chip shot. I mean,
chip shot at any league. Come on now.
You do 48.
He could probably do it. He could probably do it left-footed.
Left-footed. Yeah, you do chip shots like that in your backyard.
Oh yeah, all day long. From under center, Robertson brings his team out to the line of scrimmage, snaps away, steps back, under pressure, throws it to the left side, and it's caught, and it is 6 points. for the Colony Cougars as he puts it in with 44 seconds to go in the half. No laundry on the field, and Dante Yancey puts it in the end zone.
No, that was Roberson.
Oh, was it Roberson?
Yeah, Roberson to Roberson. One of their brothers.
Roberson to Roberson. The Roberson train to the end zone puts them up 20-7 here at Corsicana, Texas for the PAT. Alberon on the field, lined up. Laser sights calibrated. Snap is away, holds down, kick is up, and it is good as Alberon, perfect on the night for PATs, brings us to 21-7 here in Corsicana, Texas with 44 seconds to play in the half. Heck of a hookup down the left side by Roberson.
Well, and that's a wheel route. I mean, he broke, and he had the linebacker on him, and when he broke up the field, that linebacker was then in trailing position, and Roberson, QB, put the ball right on the money to Roberson, running back.
Well, and he had a heck of a run after the catch.
Yes, and I mean, it was stride. Didn't break stride either, was right into the end zone.
And that linebacker actually held him almost enough to break his pace because he had to catch up to that ball.
Right.
Then he was on – you were right. He was absolutely on full stride once he got back in his run.
Right.
So the Cougars making this one exciting for the fans that showed up tonight. 21-7, 44 seconds to go in the half.
That's why we up here in the press box calling the game.
That's exactly right.
Oh, my goodness. Great job by coaching staff right there having that play in their pockets.
So the Cougars will line it up for the kickoff. Alberon looking good tonight. 2 in the end zone and 1 pooch. 3 in the end zone. He's kicked 3 deep. Looks like this one's going to be a pooch. They're going to make him catch it and run it out. Kick down to about the 9. It's going to bounce to the return man. He's got it clean. Hit at the 15, brought down at the 16 or 17. They're going to spot it at the 17-yard line, I'm going to guess, because it's a homer deal. And it'll be first down Tigers, 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. And they've got a long ways to go to pay dirt in 41 seconds. Colony Cougar defense looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah,
have had their shortcomings, but when it counted, they were able to step up and make the play.
Right.
So
now we still got 41 seconds left, so we got to protect, and we know they got a good runner. Protect the outside and protect the deep ball.
Tigers out in a spread from the shotgun, tailback to the left. Snap is away. He's going to step straight back, looks down the right side, fires away. First down at the marker and out of bounds to stop the clock with 36 seconds to go. Tigers moving the chains. 1st and 10 from the 30.
Yeah, you don't have to press up too much, but give me a little bit.
Wait a minute.
Don't give him too much cushion.
From the 27, he steps straight back. Oh, he's hit, but gets away, runs out to the right, and he's going to run it out of bounds right at the down markers. Those guys are scattering like flies over there.
Yep.
And
just got to be careful with that because that's how we got a lot of penalties last year, right at that sideline.
I know that's right.
I was happy to see whoever was over there pull up and not get that penalty.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27. Handed off to the tailback to the left side. He's got another big old gap to run in.
He's stiff arming left and right.
And he's going to be tackled at the 41-yard line.
Did he get out of bounds? Oh, he got the first down.
Nope, the clock is running.
Clock is running, but the ref did signal for a stop.
They signaled for a stop, so.
Stop it to move the chains and then restart it, so it should be running. Should be running. There it goes. And
Corsicana will call a timeout. With 9 seconds to go in the half, your Colony Cougars lead 21-7 here in Corsicana, Texas, over the Tigers. It's been not as rusty as I thought it would be first ball game, but clearly both teams have some they have some football rust to knock off
Yeah, they
before the
do.
next game.
And you know, well, we talked about non-district games are great for getting ready for district and getting your kids prepared and just getting on the field playing.
I don't know about you, but for me, that scoreboard down there is really hard to read. It's so bright.
It is. It's the white light.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's really hard to look on the when I put it on the camera too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is super bright.
Super bright.
I could iris down the camera, I guess, at halftime.
Out of the shotgun. From the spread.
Oh, that was a false start.
That was a super big false start.
I was like, what's the delay in calling that? Just throw your flag.
Just start blowing your whistle. Don't even have to pull the flag out of your pocket. So that'll set them back 5 on the false start as the Tigers now will have 1st and 15 from the 36-yard line. 4 seconds to go. Or 9 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun from the spread.
And nobody should beat you deep.
He'll step straight back. He's
going
to throw a home run down the middle, and it's hit our defender right in the top of the head, and bounces up, and that'll be incomplete with 4 seconds to go.
I keep a couple deep and rush.
From the 41-yard line. 2nd and 10. Corsicana trying to put 6 on the board before half. Got 4 seconds to do it. Out of the spread, they'll stand up on the shotgun. What are they going to call timeout again? Corsicana uses their 3rd timeout here. And they're going to talk about it, Garnett. They're going to talk about how far they want to throw this thing down the field.
The Colony called that timeout. They're icing the quarterback.
Well, yeah, they got to get their D line set up and get their defenders how far they want them back, and hopefully we're not in the what do you call it? Not the flea flickers, but the
hook and ladder.
Hook and ladders all array down the field.
Tossing the ball.
Yes. Rumble and fumbleooskies and.
Unfortunately, sometimes in high school football, you can't tell the difference between a planned fumblerooski and a real one.
That's true.
Well, that touchdown was kind of an unplanned fumblerooski.
Yeah,
I think that ball hit the turf about 4 times.
Yeah. So the Tigers back out on the field. 4 seconds to go in the half. They trail 21-7 behind your Colony Cougars from the shotgun out of the spread offense. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He's going to try to get all the way down the field in 4 seconds.
And he got lit at the 50-yard line.
He's hit hard at about the 49, and he's going to need a chiropractor tomorrow, Mom. So both teams will take it in at half. Colony Cougars lead 21-7 here in Corsicana, Texas, and we'll let you have whatever they're going to do at halftime here, and we'll see you back when the kids get back on the field.
We are at halftime in Corsicana, Texas, where the Cougars lead 21-7 over the Corsicana Tigers. Mike.
All right. Teams are coming back on the field. We got, 59 seconds before the game is about to resume. And just to catch you up, that those of you who are joining us late, Colony Cougars lead 21-7 over Corsicana Tigers. Tigers looked good right off the bat. Got big turnover. The Colony Cougars basically have controlled all the turnovers this first half and had two big plays actually in the half. One, Roberson to Nelson across the middle, and big gain for Benjamin Nelson for 6. And then Roberson to Roberson down the left side to the opposite end of the field for 6 with late inside a minute in the half to take the Colony Cougars up 21-7. Corsicana has moved the ball up and down the field, but at the I guess the appropriate or inappropriate times, depending on which side of the field you're sitting on, the Cougars have come up with a big play or a big stop or a turnover to keep the Corsicana Tigers at bay. However, Corsicana did have an outstanding play to put 7 on the board about midway through the second quarter. So that brings you up to
we had that big defensive turnover there, and we talked about that on the outset, that the defense was going to have to hold this Cougars team in check as we, go through the start of the season because of, the lack of time to get ready in the off season. So far, so good. I like what I see on defense. We had controlled the outside a little bit there, but for the most part, they've done pretty good. And offense is just about timing. The timing isn't there yet, but they've had some really good plays as the game has gone on.
Well, Corsicana looks like they're ready to go. Colony Cougars now coming on the field. And we'll get this second half started here in Corsicana, Texas. Their Colony Cougars lead 21-7.
And I would be ready for the onside kick here because Corsicana that they could stop the Cougars, so look up.
And it's a pooch down to about clean caught at the 20. And here come the Cougars. Hit at the 30. And then he is just gang tackled at the 30-yard line. Colony Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from the 30 as the who was that on the return? Was that Hensley?
That's what it looks like to me.
Hensley on the return for 10 yards, caught at the 20 out to the 30. They're going to spot that at the 32? How does that work?
The ref was trailing, but hey, we'll take it when we can.
That's crazy. That's 2 yards he missed that by. He was mob tackled at the 30.
Hey, they gave him forward progress.
Don't complain.
So the Cougars come out in the offense. Slot back to the right. Nelson. Well, that's not Nelson at the top of the screen. From under center, Roberson will pause and get the play adjustment from the sideline.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, looks
I
like
missed it. Was the play clock running? We missed the play clock?
Did the Cougars decide to call timeout?
They did call a timeout, but I didn't see if
goodness.
the play clock was running or not, and they were slow getting on the
Man,
field.
how many times do we do that? Right, first rattle out of the box in the half, call a timeout.
Hey, it's the first game of the season. Hey,
Really?
Gotta give them a break.
I hate to tell you, but it's not our coach's first time of the season. But hey,
I cut him some slack.
I got you. It looked like the kids were kind of figuring out who was going on the field and whatnot because Nelson wasn't on the field. You had who was on the other side?
Yancey.
Was it Yahtzee on the other side?
Yancey.
It's gonna make your wife go crazy.
Yes, it is.
Yancey on the far side of the field. Cougars back on. From under shotgun. Oh, they're going to pause again. Try to readjust. They'll move Wesley to the left side. It'll be a short pitch to Wesley on the short side of the field. He'll rumble it up for 3 yards down to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line. And Wesley, I don't think he had a fighting chance on that play, Garnett. There was just all kinds of blue jerseys over there.
Yeah, well, the point of attack is just a little off, but I think that there's some things that they can correct as you go through film study. I saw the kick out, and I think there was supposed to have been one more blocker there.
You could call it one more. How about a whole line blocking over there? Snap is away. It's handed off, and just a big pile in the middle at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 from the 35, as the Cougars now are just piling up the football and wasting time here. As looks like the Tigers, the defense has made a few adjustments at halftime, and they're now stopping up the middle of the Colony Cougars. Out from under center, Roberson comes up to the line of scrimmage. He'll pause and wait. I hate it when they do that, by the way. So does the defense.
Well, and it's hard on the lineman to stay set like that.
Snap is away. Roberson steps back in the pocket, lets one fly down the left side, and man, that looked like it was an interference call.
Oh, man,
he
was riding his back.
No flag on the play, and incomplete. 4th and 7 from the 35. The Cougars will bring out their punt squad as that play was broken up downfield by 2 Tiger defenders.
I was looking at the ref to see if he was going to bring out the flag, but he stood there and said nope. He said it was good defense, but wow, I thought he was riding him a little bit.
I thought he was too. Is that still Alberon punting for us? Yep, Alberon taking the punt duties tonight. He's had a good game kicking thus far. Snap is away. It's clean. Alberon puts a boot in it, and he's going to send this one downfield to the – gets a nice Tiger bounce and out of bounds at the 22-yard line. And the Tigers will take over in their own end of the field. 1st and 10, spotted at the 22-yard line, and that was a good punt by Alberon.
That was a great punt by Alberon.
Across the field and got a great bounce.
And it bounced sideways away from the returner. Didn't have a chance to get the ball. And good coverage by the Cougars on defense.
Yep, nice punt by Alberon. And the Tigers will come out now, and they've been running the spread offense all night long with twins on either side. Tonight, this time they'll put a slot back at the right side of the set out of the shotgun. Snaps away. That looked like offsides. They're going to hand it to the tailback again off that right tackle, and he scampers up for about 9 on the carry.
I think they're going to give him a first down.
They're going to give him a first down on that, looks like. Sure enough, move the chains for the Tigers from the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. See, how is that possible, Garnett? They moved the chains, and he was 2 yards behind the marker. They made an 8-yard first down. Tigers at the line of scrimmage, out of the spread from the shotgun, slot back to the left, hand off to the tailback, coming around the left side, nobody on the edge, and he's got room to run, run down from behind at about the 38-yard line, a gain of about 6 on the play.
He's getting some work in, that's for sure. He's got to be near 100 yards tonight.
It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 37, 38-yard line. As the Tigers, they continually clear the corner, and he comes off that tackle hip behind the line and bounces out around the edge for 5, 6, 7 yards every carry.
That end has got to stay disciplined outside. Oh, good.
Oh, had a good running start at the line of scrimmage and met by the Colony defender right at the corner, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And see, that's what he's been doing all night. He starts one direction, and then he cuts back as the defense is over pursuing. So that's where most of his yards is coming from. They have the initial hole that he's trying to get to bogged up, but he cuts back.
Well, they ended up giving him a yard. I'm not sure how that works, but anyhow, Tigers 3rd and 3 from their own 39-yard line. From the spread again, slot back to the right. It'll be handed off to tailback again, right up the middle. He'll pick up the first down easily as he rambles out for about 6-yard carry, and they'll move the chains again. Spot the ball at the Corsicana 46-yard line. 8:47 clock running. And Corsicana now on the track and moving the football at will right now, Garnett.
Yes, they are. It looks like they made some adjustments at halftime.
Out of the shotgun, handed. Oh, he'll sling it out to the right side. It's a nice catch at the 49-yard line of the Colony Cougars. Are they going to say it's incomplete?
No, they threw.
Surely he caught that.
Yeah, he caught it. He threw it low and away from the defenders to prevent the interception, and the receiver was in the right spot to make that catch on the outside.
Second and 5 from the Cougars 49 as the Tigers cross midfield. Out of the shotgun from the spread, they're going to move their slot back to the left. Snap is away. He's going to hand it to the tailback again around that left side. And, man, the Cougars just cannot stop that edge. The bleeding is abundant out there. Takes it down to the Cougar 43-yard line for a first down. They'll move the chains. Garnett, the problem is when they move that slot back, he makes a nice clearing block on the corner, and that running back has got all kinds of time.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the end here. I'm going to have to watch this end on this next play because it looks like he's running right past the running back.
Well, it's no secret because wherever the slot back goes, that's where they're running. Out of the shotgun, in the spread, slot back to the right. Might be a surprise to the right run. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback. Sure enough, bounces out to the right, and he rambles up, hit at the 42, and they're going to spot the ball at the 40, give him 2-yard pickup.
And that was the truck in there on that play. You know when he's in there, they're just going to hand it off to a big fella.
2nd and 8, but they had him bouncing to the right again behind the slot back.
Yeah, but watch this next one, though, is what they're doing is they're going to have that slot back, and then they're going to bounce it to the outside.
Yep.
Away from the slot.
But they're not. They're going to bounce it out around the slot. You watch. Out of the shotgun from the. See, he followed the slot back right up the middle of the field.
Did. That's his clearing block.
Yep. He takes it down for a first down. Nice gain of about 6. They're going to move the chains. It'll be first down at the Colony 31-yard line. They'll spot it back at the 32. I don't know what game that referee is watching, but it is not his lineman or this football game. 1st and 10 from the 32 of the Colony. The Tigers on the move. And, man.
But at least he's inconsistently consistent.
He is. He is very consistent at how poorly he marks the football. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the 32 of the Colony Cougars. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, bounces back, and picks up a gain of 12 for a first down.
We got some laundry on the field. I think it's going to be offsides.
Man, number 75 is 63 and 75 are big old boys. So is 55 and 79. Man, their front line is monsters. Those kids are massive. Holy cow. What kind of trough do they feed them out of? Holy cow, those kids are huge. Wow. Very impressive. Out of the shotgun. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He's going to go off the right side. He rambles up for a pickup of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the Colony 13 as the Corsicana Tigers unabated running this thing up the field, Garnett, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They've dominated this quarter so far.
Well, yeah, and Cougars had the ball first, and, you know, you were up 2 touchdowns. They could have got another score there. It would make it hard for Corsicana, but Corsicana held them there, and now they're moving the ball here.
Well, and they're going to open the door if Corsicana puts 6 more on the board.
Yeah, and like I said, it looks like they made an adjustment here to the Cougars on defense. So
slot back to the right. They're going to hand it to the tailback off the left guard, and he's going to go unabated into the end zone. Heck of a run by the tailback of Corsicana. He'll put 6 on the board. It'll be 13-21 with 5:14 to go in the third quarter. Your Colony Cougar defense befuddled by the offensive attack of the Tigers after halftime. Somebody made some adjustments and somebody didn't. Tigers will set up for the PAT. Both kickers have looked pretty good tonight. Snap is away, holds down. The kick is up, and it is good. And Corsicana will put 7 more on the board. 14-21, they trail your Colony Cougars with 5:14 to go in the third quarter. And Garnett, that was impressive by the Corsicana Tigers. They kept the football for a long time, about 5 minutes almost.
And like I said, I go back to it. That was huge because the Cougars scored right before halftime. If they come out and get any kind of points when they get the ball first, it's a different ball game. Now the Cougars, Corsicana held you, and now it's a ball game. The Cougars have got to find a way to keep scoring. Moving the ball and getting down in scoring situations.
Well, the adjustments that Corsicana made on defense have made a huge difference here because they shut the Cougar offense down. Cougars have got to air it out, loosen up that offensive run attack.
Yeah, and exactly. I was just about to go there. They've got to show that they can throw the ball to spread the Corsicana defenders out because Corsicana just stacked at the line.
Yep. Well, stacked at the line, and they're closing off the edge. For
right.
Sure. So even if Wesley or
Hensley, it looks like
outside,
we got the speed,
yeah.
So we just got to be able to get to the outside, or we got to open up the inside hole.
So the Colony Cougars set up deep at the 10. And Corsicana setting up for the kickoff. 5:14 to go in the third quarter. As Corsicana thus far has dominated the second half of this ball game and kept the football the majority of the forward. See, that was offsides. That kid right next to the kicker was offsides. Oh, went out of bounds at the 3. That'll be a penalty. I'd make them re-kick it. So your Cougars will take over first down. Let's see if this offense can uncork here and get this football down the field. They'll take over first down from their own 30 with the Corsicana kicker booting it out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And so illegal procedure called. 5 yards on the touchback spot. And the Cougars come out under center. Roberson will take the snap, step straight back, throws to the left. It's caught. Oh, and Nelson is loose on the run. He's down the left side. He'll be run down at about the 32-yard line of the Corsicana Tigers. Nice grab by Nelson. And really, it was high, but Nelson's a small fella, so high is relative. Nice strike by Roberson and a good grab by Nelson down the left side as the Colony Cougars pick up another first down on a big pass play down the left side of the field. 1st and 10 from the Corsicana 30-yard line. And the Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage under center. Roberson, he'll step back, look down the left side again, fires out of bounds, throws the thing away, stop the clock. And the Cougars now will have time to regroup.
Yeah, it looks like quarterback and receiver were not on the same page there as the receiver hooks up and QB throws it long.
So they'll put Nelson wide to the left and Yahtzee wide to the right. It'll be a handoff, and that looks like Wesley? Yeah, that was Wesley, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wesley around the right side. He'll pick up a gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the Corsicana 28. Colony Cougar offense now starting to stutter just a little bit.
Yep. Got to pick up some yards right here. 3rd down and 3rd and 8.
They need to move the chains right here.
Well, and that positive yards on each play makes a big difference.
Colony Cougars up to the line of scrimmage. Snap is away. Robertson rolls around.
I think he fumbled the ball.
And he drops the football as he cocks his arm to throw it, and it's grabbed by a defender.
I think. Did I see Alberon come in?
Alberon is not in. Number 13. Alberon's 12.
No, I think they're going to go for it.
No, they're going to go for it. It's 4th and 4 from the – no, it's 4th and 14 from the Corsicana 34-yard line. Snap is away. They're going to hand it – oh, man.
Did it take too much time?
False start or illegal motion. False start on the Colony as they continue to dig a hole here in Corsicana, Texas.
Mm. Yeah, now they're forced to punt. So you can get a coffin corner kick here. Pin them out of bounds. There you go. Nice kick. Nice kick.
Oh!
Nice tackle there.
Nice.
Saved it.
Fields the ball clean at the 10, and he comes up in a shoestring grab at the 14. And the Corsicana Tigers now will take over 1st and 10 from their own 14 deep in their own territory.
That kid saw a lot of green turf.
He did,
he
and
did.
Thought he was going to run straight down that field, and thankful for it.
And you know what they say? That's what you get for thinking.
It's a danger to all of us.
I'm telling you. So the Tigers will come out 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Cougars have a great opportunity here to get their offense on the field with some great field position. Out of the shotgun from the spread, Corsicana snaps the ball, running behind that slot back. Oh, he's met at the line of scrimmage. Might have got the forward progress for a yard, but stuck hard at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 15-yard line as Corsicana now seeing a whole new look from the Colony defense. Got a player shaking up on the play.
He was shaking up earlier, and they changed running backs, and that's the one that scored the touchdown on the previous drive. So they're not losing a lot there when they switch out the running backs.
So Corsicana up to the line of scrimmage, out of the shotgun, snap is away. Went opposite direction of the slot back that time and had a nice slot up the edge. He's able to turn it around the corner and pick up a gain of about 11 yards. Be a 1st down for Corsicana at the Corsicana 30, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the defender went in with his head down, and the running back ran right by him.
Well, they finally did not follow the slot back on that play. Slot back cut a crack back to the left, and the running back stayed right. Corsicana up to the line of scrimmage, 2 wideouts to the left, long side of the field, short side 1 wide out. They're going to hand. Oh, quarterback rolls out right.
Oh, my goodness.
On the keeper, he's going to sling it to the right. Oh, and can't put a handle on it. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line as the Corsicana Tigers, quarterback under pressure, can't get the ball away cleanly to the receiver, and he can't put a handle on it.
Well, and they went up high to try to drag him instead of just going right through the body and knocking him down. If they go through the body and knock him down, they have a sack for a loss there. But they were trying to grab him up top, and he just shrugged him off.
So Corsicana.
Look like it's going to be against the defenders here.
I didn't hear it. What did they say?
Wah, 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 wah,
I think he said the ball was tipped, so it wasn't interference. Rangel is out to get a explanation.
Well, the refs are over there talking. I mean, refs talking to Rangel over there, and the Corsicana team is about ready to snap the football. Corsicana out of the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback coming left. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Finally hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll get probably a yard on the forward progress. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 26-yard line of Corsicana.
Big down here for the Cougars.
And the Colony Cougars,
because it's going to take a
couple up to the line of scrimmage.
Couple more scores to win this ball game.
Snap is away to the quarterback. He drops back.
He wasn't set.
Oh! Oh, and he's got all kinds of time. Oh, almost picked off by the Colony Cougars. Incomplete downfield. And the Corsicana will have 4th and 9 from their own 27-yard line.
I mean, the receiver wasn't even set. He was still moving up to the line of scrimmage. Looked like we're going to see our first punt from Corsicana and not a pooch. Uh-oh. Got another flag. What is that? Illegal formation, I'm thinking? It's got to be. I'd make him kick it again.
I would too. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I'd make him kick it again. Oh, they're going to assess it from the end of the kick.
Colony Cougars now take over first down on the botched punt by the Tigers from their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10 as the Colony Cougars come out and get ready to do battle here. Minute 32 to go in the third quarter. From under center, Roberson takes the snap, pitches it out to Hensley. Hensley's bottled up a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
and they're going to give him forward progress to the 45.
actually, it's Roberson or Roberson, but
Is that Roberson?
yeah, 27.
Oh. So that'll be a loss on the play. 2nd and 11 from the 45 as the Colony Cougars now still struggling to get their blocking assignments down and get that running back out into some clear air. Up to the line of scrimmage from under center. Roberson will take the snap. He'll hand it to Hensley, number 17. He'll ramble up for a carry of about 2. That'll bring us to 3rd and 9 from the...
It looked like he ran for 2, but the ref only gave him 1. I don't understand that, but...
I don't understand that either. That's crazy.
There you go. It looks like now they gave him a better spot.
Not really. Coaches are going to wait for quarter, and we'll wait for the ball to swap into the field. The refs are going to have to walk about a whole 10 yards to make
Yeah,
the
they're not
swap.
going to have to swap very far.
And we'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter as we come up to fourth quarter time. Your Colony Cougars lead 21-14 over the Corsicana Tigers here in Corsicana, Texas. And you're missing a defensive battle between these two teams tonight, as both offenses have had their struggles to get the ball moving down the field. So we'll see what happens. Colony has got to shake this thing off here, Garnett. Come up with a couple of big plays and get down the field. They haven't moved the ball at all in the second half.
Well, they've only had it 2 times. Corsicana, when they got the ball back, they ran a lot of clock off. On their touchdown run, each team has had the ball three times in the second quarter. So it's like you said, it's a defensive struggle for sure. And young team, new offense. Just trying to get the rhythm and get their timing together.
Colony up to the line of scrimmage. From under center, Roberson will take the snap. Snap is away. He's going to fake it to the tailback, and on the keeper, he's run down from behind, caught at the 40, and he'll fall forward to about the 43. And the Colony Cougars continue to struggle. It'll be 4th and 13 from the 43-yard line, and the Colony Cougars will bring their punt squad out as Almiron will try to have another outstanding punt. He's had, 3 punts tonight? 4 punts tonight. Is this his 4th?
Yeah, I think this is his fourth punt tonight.
Fourth punt. He's had 3 excellent punts up to this point. Got a great bounce on the last one and put the Tigers in a hole, which they couldn't capitalize on. So here we'll see what happens in this one. But Alberon's had a great kicking game tonight. Snap is clean. Alberon will go to the right on a rugby-style kick, trying to get a crazy roll bounce off of it. He does, and it comes down to they're going to kill it at about the 17-yard line, I'm going to call it. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 17 as the Cougars give them less than advantageous field position. With 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, your Colony Cougars still lead 21-14, scoring on 2 long pass drives and a turnover. As the Colony Cougar defense has come to play here in the first quarter. Second quarter is yet to be seen as the Tigers have moved the ball at will up and down the field and chewed up a majority of the clock. Tigers up to the line of scrimmage from the shotgun. Out of the spread. Snap is away. Quarterback steps straight back. Fires down the left side. Caught at the 27-yard line and goes out of bounds at the 29, and it'll be spot there. Tiger first down from the 29-yard line, and that was a nice throw, Garnett.
Yeah, that was, and the timing was really nice. Hit him right out of his break, and he was right on the sideline and right in front of the Cougars defender.
And surprisingly, hit him in the hands, and he caught it, which is pretty unusual tonight.
Well, that's why he's a wide receiver. He can catch.
All right. Well, he hadn't done it until now. So out of the shotgun, Tigers slot back to the right. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He'll come out to the right.
There
somebody
you go.
Tackle that boy. And he's brought down for a loss of 5 to the 25 as the Tigers now have 2nd and 15 from their end of the field, and the Cougar defense comes up with a big stop.
Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. Right on time there.
And the Cougar defense now fired up for this second half finally as they come up with a big stop against the Tigers deep in their own territory.
We need 2 more plays.
And we need another couple of big stops here as the Cougar defense lines it up against the spread of the Tigers. Snap is away. Quarterback looks down the left side. Slings it across the middle, and it's caught at
Don't tackle him forward.
It's caught at the 37, and he's drugged forward to the 40. Not sure what they were thinking there. Drug him out to the first down. It'll be a first down Tigers as they pick up 12 yards on the play with a big help from the Colony defense as they throw him 3 yards forward to catch the first down.
He slung him forward for the first down.
Oh, my goodness.
He at least had him behind the chains.
So the Cougar defense now let them up, had their foot on their neck, and could not stop the Tiger offense.
Yeah, I was looking for a little bit more pressure on that because you knew he was going to step back to throw the ball.
Back in the spread, slot back to the left, quarterback out of the shotgun, snaps away. He's going to hand it to tailback right off the hip of the slot back. Picks up a gain of 4 down to the 45, and that'll be 2nd and 6 from that spot. 9:20 to go. Cougars lead 21-14, but if they can't put the brakes on this thing quick, it ain't going to be that lead's not going to hold up long, Garnett.
Yeah, they got to get a stop, or else they got to show that they can score.
So your Cougars now struggling just a little bit here in the fourth quarter early. 8:57 to play, clock running out of the shotgun. Slot back in motion to the right. Snap is away, handed to the tailback right up the middle of the field. Big hole as he breaks one out to the left, and he's going to go all the way to the house, Garnett. Down and goes into the end zone. 6 points for the Tigers as they are 1 away from tying this thing up. 21-20 with 8:40 to go in the contest, and your Colony Cougars let them loose.
Yeah, you watch it on the little replay here. You see he bounces back across the grain, and he outruns the Cougars defenders here.
And the defender pushed him into the end zone. Awesome. Lining up for the PAT. Both kickers have had an awesome game tonight, by the way. Snap is away, holds down, kick is up, and it looks good, and it is. 21-21, all tied up here in Corsicana, Texas, with 8:40 to go in the contest. Your Colony Cougars have got to come up with an offensive answer to this Tiger squad who has run rampant up and down the field in the second half of this ball game.
Yeah, and that's basically what it boils down to. Corsicana's made a couple of adjustments here against the Cougars defense, and they've been able to find a couple of holes there and get some points. Now what the Cougars got to do is come back on offense. They've had a couple of adjustments, but they got to stick with it, and they can't get behind the chains. They can't make those. We talked about it in the pregame. They can't have those mental mistakes and those penalties that then end up putting them behind the chains and make it a tougher task to get that first down. Because the plays have been there for them. They just got to execute, and they're not doing a really good job in the second half of executing.
So the Cougars will come out, receive a kickoff from the Tigers. 8:40 to go. Colony Cougars, if they want to come out with a win, Garnett, have got to put some points on the board here.
Yeah, and they've got to put some points on the board, and they got to hit. Now, the defense did a really good job for the Cougars keeping them in the game. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and help the defense out, because the defense needs a break. You can't come out here and go 3 and out.
So the Tigers kick it down, clean cut at the 25 and brought out to the 35, brought down at that point. Cougars will come out first down from the 35. And let's see where they spot it. It should be the 35, but you never know with this Zebra crew where they're going to drop the egg. And they're going to come out here, and White Hat's going to think about it here. He's walking down the line, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. They're going to spot it on the right hash mark at the 35-yard line. Your Cougars take over 1st and 10. Garnett, this offense has got to come off the rails here and get things down the field.
Man, let me tell you, they do.
Under center, Nelson at the top of the screen. Snap is away. Roberson steps straight back.
Oh, good catch.
Fires off to the left. It's caught by number 31 at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. He'll get the forward progress at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5.
That was a really good move. He made a good move there, and his feet slipped from under him. I thought he was going to get a few more yards.
I thought he was too. He had a nice move to the inside.
That was a very nice move.
So the Cougars now get the first connection going here. Got a good spot, by the way. He didn't make it to the 41. 2nd and 4 from the 41 as the Cougars come up the line of scrimmage. Roberson from under center. Snap is away. He's going to hand it to the tailback out around the right side. He gets around the corner. First down to the 50. Cross midfield down to the 38-yard line of the Tigers. Big running play by Wesley around the right side. And excellent.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, I hate this hurry-up offense here.
They off balance.
And here we go around the right side again. Dives forward, almost moves the chains again at the 31.
Uh-oh, we got an injured.
Oh,
that's a big man, too.
We don't like that. So we got a Corsicana player down on the field. 2nd and where are they going to spot this thing? At the 32-yard line. He must have gone out of bounds or something, you think? Looked like he went further than that. So it'll be 2nd and 3 from the Corsicana 32-yard line as the Colony Cougars in 2 consecutive plays pick up more than 18 yards. And the running backs have been able to find the edge out on the right side.
Yeah, that was a nice run there by Wesley and almost made the man miss it, but the pursuit from the backside and catching up with him. But that's how you get to the outside there. And the Cougars are going to need a lot more of that.
So we hope this player is not hurt from Corsicana. It's certainly early in the season for that kind of nonsense. Big number 99.
I mean, and when we say big, he's a big one.
Bracian Parrish. He's a defensive lineman. He's a senior. And I'm not even going to venture to guess how big that boy is because he has had some groceries in his lifetime. Man, that's a big boy right there. Holy cow. I'll bet he's 6'2". I'm going to say 6'2", 325.
Man, I mean, he is all of it.
He got thighs bigger than most folks' waist. That's a big boy right there. Well, I hope he's not seriously hurt. Just gets his breath back, gets back in the ball game. So the Colony Cougars now coming up the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 3 from the 32-yard line of the Tigers. 7:27 and clock running up to the line of scrimmage from under center. Roberson will take the snap. He'll pause and get a check from the sideline. 2 wideouts. Nelson at the top of your screen. Who's at the bottom? It's hard to read these numbers without field glasses. Is that 31 down there?
That's what. Yeah, it's 31.
And I don't know who he is. He's not on our
roster. Yeah, he's not on the roster.
Dadgummit. So it's handed off to the tailback. He's kind of bottled up, bouncing around back there. He's gonna might make it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe if we're lucky.
I think they're gonna give him maybe a yard. Yep, they gave him a yard.
No, they didn't. He got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's gonna be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from the 31 of the Tigers. Colony Cougars have got 2 yards to move the chains, chew up some clock. 6:30 and counting. And the Cougars now trying to find an answer to this the Tiger defense. Honestly, though, Garnett, I don't know if it's so much the defense as our misstep on the offensive side of the football. Up from under center, Roberson comes up. Snap is away. He's going to hand it to Wesley. Wesley will power forward down to the 24-yard line. Picks up a first down for the Cougars, and they'll move the chains as the Colony Cougars are able to power a running back past the front 4 of the Tiger defense.
Well, yeah, and that was good, tough running in the middle of the field, and nice move to get to the first down marker.
6 minutes to play here in the ball game. You're knotted up at 21. And Corsicana back against the wall as the Colony Cougars are moving the football here. Under center, Roberson takes the snap, steps straight back, looks to the right, slings it out. Man is open, but thrown just a little bit out of his reach, and it incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 24. 5:42 to go. Knotted at 21 here in Corsicana, Texas. I'd like to see him keep running the football, drive some time off the clock.
Yep.
And then the defense has got to come out and hold them. But they got to score first, Garnett.
They do got to score.
Got to put 6 on the board.
Keep that clock churning.
So the Colony now will come out in this new offensive set.
I like the play call right there. You've been killing them with the run. From
under center, Roberson will take the snap, step straight back in the pocket, out to the left. It's caught. Oh, he's still on his feet, but, man, he got bounced back. I don't know how far. He should have picked up at least 2 or 3 on the catch.
Oh, that's a bad spot. He had a couple more yards on that catch.
So they're going to give him 1. Wow, he had more than 1.
Yeah, I think he had about 4 yards.
Going to be 3rd and 8 from the 23-yard line of the Tigers. 5:22. And counting as the Cougars now starting to stall out here in the Tiger end of the field.
Well, that's what happens when you run the ball and then you get an incomplete pass. Then you gotta keep the yards positive.
Up to the line of scrimmage, Roberson steps back, looks right, throws it out in the flat. It's caught by Nelson, and he's slung out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's going to be 4 and about 2.5 yards, it looks like. 4:55 to play in the ball game, and they're going to spot it at the 17-yard line. It'll be 4th and 3. They're going to kick a field goal, aren't they?
I thought Nelson was going to be able to spin back around when he caught the ball, but the defender did a heck of a job grabbing his jersey and dragging him out of bounds.
So Alvaron will set up for the field goal here. Field goal attempt will be a 34-yarder. The kick is up.
Oh, and it's good.
And it's no good as Alvaron misses the field goal. And he hasn't missed a field goal in a very long time.
It looks good to me. It must not have curved back in from this side. I couldn't see it.
And we're knotted up at 21, and the Tigers get the ball on downs on the missed field goal at their own 20-yard line.
Ugh.
They should have gone for the 2 yards.
Well, it shows because we were saying kick the field goal earlier. They went for it. They got the first down. And now we're saying they should have went for it. But I thought the kick was good. Looking at my vantage point, I'm with Coach Rangel. I would have kicked it myself.
4:51. Tigers take over, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Snap is away. It's to the tailback. He's going to bounce around and jockey it down to about the 27-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 3 as the Tigers continue to move the football here in the second quarter and give the defensive squad of the Cougars fits here.
And see, what he's doing a little bit different here is the initial hole that he's trying to get to is boggled up. Cougars are doing a good job.
I know, but the edge is open.
He's coming backside, and there's nobody there.
I know.
That's where they've been getting most of their yards all night.
All night.
They've come backside.
Yeah, the middle's sealed, and they bounce out to the outside because there's nobody on the edge.
Yes. So the Cougars have got to make an adjustment to that to keep him from being able to bounce back outside.
Well, the defensive end shot in. I mean, he was right behind the handoff. The problem was he just left that end open.
Yes.
And that guy, the middle was blocked, and he took off exactly where that defensive end should have been.
Should have been at, yes.
Well, defensive end 101, stay at home. And we're not doing a very good job of that tonight. 4:32 to go in the ball game. The Tigers in control at this point.
Player down here. Let's see.
Can you see a number?
Number 8. Is that Yancey?
That is Dante Yancey, who is shaken up on the play.
Yeah. He's been on the field all night tonight, so he's played really well.
Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Snap is away. He's going to throw it out to the screen on the left. Kid's off to the races, down to the 43. He's tackled there, brought down. It'll be a first down. They'll move the chains. And the Tigers at this point, Garnett, are in control of this ball game. I'm sorry, but they have taken over.
Nah, Cougars, they still playing with me. We know that both teams have pretty good kickers. They just got to keep him out of field goal range. They got to keep him in a long down situation. They can't let him get any really closer to the Cougar side of the field.
Look, they got to have a stop, Garnett. They haven't stopped anything the second half. The Cougars have got to step up and make a play here. Oh, there it is, right there.
What I'm talking about.
Met him in the hole at the line of scrimmage and drives him back. He'll get forward progress for about a yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 9 and a big hit on the fullback of the Tigers. Mom, he's going to need a chiropractor tomorrow. That was a bone cruncher. Nice wrap at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you do it.
And it'll be 2nd and 9. We need a couple of more of those to stay in this ball game as the Corsicana Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, slot back to the right. Or to the left, rather. Two wideouts to the right. He'll step back, fire across the middle, wide open, and he brings it down at the Cougar 38-yard line. Big catch across the middle. 3:04 to go. Move the chains, and the Tigers are in control here late in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the Colony 38-yard line. And, man, oh, man, Garnett, they did not need that right now.
No, they didn't. The receiver beat the corner to the inside. It's kind of like basketball. You boxed him out and just waited there for the pass to come to him.
2:54 to go in the contest, and the Tigers now on the prowl as the quarterback comes out in the shotgun again, as he has all night. Slot back to the right. Snap is away. He's going to be on the keeper to the right side, met at about the 32-yard line, but he'll pick up a gain of about 7 at the very least. And they're going to spot it at the 31, 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 31, 2:18, clock running. Corsicana moving the football just as they want to. And the Colony Cougars just unable to stop this squad of the Tigers right now.
Yeah, and now the clock is getting away from you, so you're going to really need a turnover here.
So the Corsicana Tigers out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll fake it to the tailback, throw it out in the flat, and it's broken up by the Colony Cougar secondary at the 25-yard line. It'll be incomplete. 2nd and 3 again from the 31-yard line of the Cougars. 1:52 to play. Knotted up at 21 here in Corsicana, as the Cougars have led most of the ball game until just here late in the fourth quarter. And the Corsicana Tigers now moving the football against your Colony Cougars. If any of you out there have any superstitions, now's the time to line up the Coke bottles and empty the popcorn dispenser or whatever it is you do. Snap is away. He's going to ride the tailback, hand the ball off, and he's going to pick up the first down easily.
Yeah.
Down to the 27, 26-yard line to see where they spot it. They'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10.
And I believe they're in field goal range here, too, the way that kicker's been kicking.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. They don't need to kick a field goal. They're going to put this thing in the end zone, man.
Come on, don't talk about my
They're
Cougars like
they're
that.
fixing to hit a home run here. Watch.
No, sir.
You watch. It's going to be across the middle from the left side, right across the middle. Dead run. Snap is away on the shotgun. Quarterback fades back.
Interception.
Slings it across the middle. Oh, and he can't bring it in, but I called it. There it was, across the middle, home run ball, and he just can't bring it in, as the Tigers now starting to stumble up here with 1:20 to go and can't seem to mount the attack here against the Cougars. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. And the Cougar defense broke it up in the end zone. Corsicana comes up the line of scrimmage, spread offense, shotgun set with a slot back to the left, slot back in motion to the right. They'll sling it to the flat, to the 20, drove out of bounds at the 18. I think it's a first down.
No, it's not. He's going to be
yard short.
He's going to be a yard short, yes.
No, it looks like 2 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 2, 2nd and 2.
I couldn't see who called the timeout.
3rd and 2 from the
injured Cougar.
From the Colony 19-yard line with 1:08 to go here in the ball game. Corsicana knocking at the door of the Colony Cougars here. We got a Cougar down.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we hadn't seen more of this tonight with the
looks like a cramp.
Yeah, the short work. We've got some kids cramping up now, but it's a really, really great night for football.
Yeah, and there's been, really few injuries tonight, which is really good. And usually we see a lot of cramping early in the season. I think this is the first one. So the Tigers now will come out 3rd and 2 from the Cougar 19. Colony Cougar defense needs a really big stop right now, but I'm going to go on a bet that they're going to hand it to the tailback off the right side. He's going to bounce outside, pick up 7. Right off the hip of that slot back on the right. Out of the shotgun, snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback off the right side, off the hip of the slot back down to the Cougar 15. It'll be a first down. Move the chains. The Corsicana Tigers on the move here against.
He did not get 7. I'm just going to clarify that.
Do what?
You called the whole thing except the number of yards. You said 7 and it wasn't.
What did he pick up, about 3? Anyway. Got the first down.
3 or 4.
Down to the they spotted at the 16. Bad spot. Handed off to the tailback again. He's going to be bottled up at the 13.
And now they're just playing for the field goal.
Now they're just positioning for a field goal right here. So 36 seconds to go. Corsicana cat and mousing it with the Colony defense to try to get in position for a field goal here. And let's see what happens, Garnett. This could be a winner by kicker here.
Well, we said both teams had really good kickers. We had our opportunity down there. I'm looking at it from here. I thought it went in from Auburn, but
I kicked it long enough. There's no two ways about that.
I think it just stayed on the outside. It didn't curve back in. And that's the thing, with these high school hash marks, they're wide. So, got to be able to pull that ball back into the hash mark.
Yeah, well, Corsicana almost put it right in the middle of the field.
Yes, now I think they're positioning for their kicker.
So Corsicana comes out. They're gonna go for the home run here. 2nd and 8 from the 19.
We need a
or
big
from the
turnover.
14. Out of the shotgun. Snap is away. Looks across the middle, and it's a strike into the end zone.
Oh, man.
As Corsicana put 6 on the board with 32 seconds to go. And
yep, they baited.
And the Colony Cougars now trail 28-21, or 26-26, 27-21 with 32 seconds to go. PAT set up. Snap is away, holds down, kick is up, and it looks good. And Corsicana leads this contest 28-21 with 32 seconds to go. No pressure. Colony Cougars really need to run a kickoff back.
Yeah, they do. And we only got 32 seconds left to do it.
Yeah. So the Colony Cougars now in a tough situation with 32 seconds to go. Not impossible to score 6 points here, Garnett, and put another 7 on the board. But, man, it's not looking likely with the way they've been playing the second half.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they're going to be a passing team this year. So 32 seconds is
big play is a tough thing to come by, right?
Yes.
They need to get little Nelson down the side of the field on a kickoff. As the Cougars now talk it over here before the kickoff return. As will the Tigers. I'll bet the Tigers kick an onside kick.
Nah, they're going to do a pooch kick and make them run up under it. And we know what can happen on those. You get a bad bounce off your shoulder pads or don't catch it cleanly. That ball is on the ground pretty quickly.
I'd kick it long, make them take a touchback and bring it out to the 25 because that's a long haul for the Colony Cougars.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't kick it kicking onside.
I wouldn't let any of the Cougars right now touch the football. I'd kick it long. Let's see what they do. And the Tiger kicker will tee this thing up as he will line up, and he looks like he's about ready to kick it to Houston. And he lines up, and the kick is away. He didn't kick it as deep as I thought he would. Caught it to 15 clean, and it's coming up. Oh, gets to the outside. Oh, knocked out of bounds. I think he fumbled it inside on purpose. Yeah, he did it on purpose, though, to hopefully get a Cougar to pick it up. 23 seconds to go.
Well, and they're on the – I think they were trying to kick it away from whoever they kicked it to. Coach is coming out yelling at him. But what happened was the Cougars switched at the last minute on that kickoff. He's like, I kicked it where you told me to.
They kicked it to Nelson, and he caught it. Caught it clean at the 15 and brought it out to the Tiger 48.
So
First and 10 by the Colony Cougars with 23 seconds to go. From the shotgun, they're going to line up in a spread. And, the Tigers are going to call a timeout. First time they've seen the spread, except for the second play of the game from the Cougars.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to talk about it here for a minute. 23 seconds to go. Your Colony Cougars back against the wall, down 7 here in Corsicana, Texas. 28-21. The Tigers lead the Cougars here late in the ball game with 23 seconds to play this thing out. Let's see if the Cougars can rally here and come back. That would be amazing if they could.
Well, they're in. The kick return did its job, put them in the plus side of the field. Now they got 48 yards to go, but only 23 seconds on the clock.
It's a tall order right now for a pretty young team. So we'll see what happens. They come out in the spread. Twins, 2 wide out either side. Out of the shotgun. Roberson's going to swing for the fences here. Snap is away. He looks to the right side, throws the ball, and it looks like we're going to have a false start.
Yep. Had to jitters. They were ready to take off and run the play, but they didn't snap the ball.
So, like we saw last year, they're starting to dig the hole for themselves here with not a lot of time to do it.
Still doable. Still doable.
Still doable. They're going to come up to the line of scrimmage with the same play in their back pocket.
And don't forget that play.
Out of the shotgun, snap is away. Roberson will look to the left. It's caught at the 48.
Got to call timeout, coach.
You gotta stop the clock here. 3 seconds run off the clock. It's going to be what, 3rd and 9?
So that
2nd and 9.
Timekeeper benefits us too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Because that was a lot more than 3 seconds.
Slow hand Luke over there.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We can use those.
Yeah, for sure. So 2nd and 9 from the Tiger 47. Colony Cougars have got to come up with a big play here to get the ball down the field quickly. The little flat passes aren't going to get it, Garnett. They got to swing for the fence here.
Well, they had 2 receivers there, and I wondered if they
were trying to set up for the hook and latch.
That's what I thought.
They were trying to set it up, and it was a little short.
Well, I think the hook was set up, but the ladder was in the wrong spot.
Wasn't there. Slings it to the right side. It's caught and out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Well, you remember when they ran it last year, they had it came from the other side of the field.
The swing came from the other side of the field.
So that's what they were trying to get to. They just didn't get it deep enough.
Well, he had a teammate right there, but
he was further down.
Yeah, the teammate wasn't running backwards like you would expect him to do coming back for the ball.
Cougars pick up a first down at the 36-yard line of the Tigers with 14 seconds to go. And who called the timeout? We did?
We did.
So we kill the clock with 14 seconds. We'll give the kids a little water.
Looks like we got
we got a guy down.
Down over here. Looks like we got a cramp by the...
It's like a cramp on the
Corsicana.
Tiger side.
Yep. That's a side we may need to attack.
So nobody gets charged with a timeout. 14 seconds to go. Your Cougars trail by 7 here with not a lot of time to work their magic. Ball sitting at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice catch by Benjamin Nelson on the right side and brings it up the field for a scamper of about 5 on the reception. And the Cougars now under pressure here to perform to get this thing in the end zone and bring this game up flush very late in the ball game. 14 seconds to go. The Tigers have really controlled the second half offensively, and their defense has, let's call it, allowed the Colony Cougar offense to make a few mistakes and cost them.
It's like the halves reversed, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we were the ones that weren't making the mistakes in the first half, and it flipped at halftime.
As we wind down the game, I just do want to comment again that appreciate you listening to us on TCHSradio.com and watching the stream on the YouTube channel, TCHS Radio YouTube.
Out of the shotgun, Roberson takes the snap, looks down the right side, fires, and it's caught. Holy cow, it's caught by, was that Nelson that caught that one, or is it somebody else?
I couldn't tell.
Number one,
that's Nelson
again.
Nelson caught it, and boy, he got bounced all the way to the bleachers, it looked like. Caught at about the 31-yard line. 2nd and, 5 from there?
Yeah, but we only have 9 seconds left.
9 seconds to go.
One of these have got to go into the end zone.
This might be the last hurrah right here. Swing for the fence time. Send Nelson down and across, coach. Hit him on the fly. Out of the shotgun, Roberson will take the snap. Snap is away. Roberson looks right, fires away, and it's caught at the sideline and out of bounds. Oh, are you kidding me?
He originally signaled the catch.
Yeah, he sure did.
Rangel's telling him about it too.
He had the catch and then he waved it off.
My guess is he must have bobbled it as, that miraculous football move.
He caught that in bounds, fellas. This isn't the pros. You don't have to have 2 feet in bounds.
Oh man, that's exactly what they needed to make it shorter to at least have a shot at the end zone.
Yeah, now they've definitely got to go to the end zone.
5 seconds to go here in Corsicana, Texas. 3rd and 5 from the 31, and the Colony Cougars, man, oh man, they just can't catch a break here in the second half, as it looked from the press box like it was caught in bounds right at the line, and the ref says nope.
And he came down to mark the spot.
Yeah,
I know.
he did.
He came down to mark. Why did he even come down?
His first signal was a catch.
Was a catch.
He brought his arms.
Yeah,
in
he
like a
brought
catch,
it down, and then he
then
waved it off.
Yep.
I mean, and the only thing I can think of is Nelson must have juggled the ball. Well, here
Out
we
of the
go.
shotgun, last play of the game. We're going to go for the broke. It's slung downfield, intercepted by the Tigers, and that will be the contest. Somebody knock him down.
And that's the ball game.
And your Colony Cougars will drop their season opener 28-21 in Corsicana, Texas against the Tigers. And it was a good ball game until the half, and then things kind of switched around on the Cougars as they dropped three possessions unanswered to the Tigers here in the second half of the ball game to come up with the big L as a season opener. You know, Garnett, though, the kids played well. We didn't get a lot of injuries.
It looked like we got one right here at the end of the game. Looked like we got a Corsicana player still down.
It was tackled out of bounds, or tackled to a point where you ran into a crowd out of bounds. There was a flag on the play, so I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's after.
It won't.
It's after the change.
It's gonna be a personal foul.
So the Cougars will drop the opener, and you know, like I said, I think the Cougars looked okay. They got a lot of improvement to do, got a lot of things to look at in the film tomorrow, and I'm glad I'm not in the film room tomorrow morning. But young squad, they fought. They didn't give up, I don't think, tonight. They just maybe got outgunned down the stretch, and I think they'll look a lot better next week.
Oh, so the JV last night would line up on the hash marks and wave at each other. These guys are going to pass each other.
They're going to pass each other at the 45s.
Interesting.
They've been swapping fluids all night, but they can't shake hands at the end of the game.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, but I'd rather keep them safe and
I would too.
And play some football.
I agree with you there.
Cancel the season. So what we can do to keep each other safe,
I hear you.
I'm all for it.
Well, that's one in the books for 2020-21 season. From Corsicana, Texas, I'm Jeff Green with Garnett Powell and Wes Bledsoe in the booth. We hope to see you next week. We'll be live streaming. What are we at, the Colony next week?
Yes, we are.
Colony versus Lancaster, is that right?
No.
Who are we against next
North
week?
Crowley, right?
North Crowley.
North Crowley, that's right. North Crowley. Oh, my gosh, those are a bunch of farm boys. So come out, if you've got a participant in the game, come out and watch them. If not, catch us on TCHS Radio YouTube channel or live stream audio at tchsradio.com. And we'll come at you live next week. Stay safe and be healthy.